On my way to the gym. We're working out. It feels good to stay fit, stay walking, man. You really do stay fit doing that. And when you walk as much as I do, you ain't gonna have no problem burning weight and calories. I don't ever really track it on my watch though, but when I do, I be doing some crazy workouts. Some days it be like I done took like 31,000 steps, like around 29,000, 30,000 steps. It's crazy. I don't know how you time all that, but. You know what I find funny? Here's what I find funny. Why is it when people, I guess they get the notification that says I go live, they'll come in and then they'll leave out. It's like, what did you want to swipe over to see? What did you think we was doing over here? Like, if you don't stay, why do you swipe? I don't know. That's so weird to me. I always thought that was kind of funny. People just meddling. What's up, Knowledge? Hey, you still hear me? My service, it's so weird, man. It's like certain spots the internet goes off, man, and reconnects. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Because it keeps doing it, it'll make my screen go gray, and then it'll like do that reconnecting circle. And so I won't be able to talk to y'all until it refreshes. So let me know if y'all can still hear me. Okay, make it show. What's happening? Happening. Let me make sure I look both ways across the street here. Care how much we work out, how strong we think we is. We ain't stronger than a Ford F-150. It don't matter how strong you is. So I said, Chrysler Town and Country can take you out faster than anything else. My buddy was talking all that smack on the internet. Imagine somebody talking all that smack on the internet just taken out by Chrysler Town and Country. I'm like, did you really get taken out for a Windstar? Like, bro, why you talking crazy in the street? Listen, there's many things I've seen, but nobody's beating that Ford F-150. you ain't beating them joints. Sorry. You can have all the strongest Negroes in the world lined up one by one. A Ford F-150, take all you out. It don't matter. They talking about united we stand, divided we fall. You know how they be like back in the civil rights. Like, nah, stand up, brother. Let them hit you and take that boy. Look, as soon as I've seen that Ford F-150 come, I'm jumping out the way, letting hit y'all. I remember your names. I'll keep y'all legacy alive in history. I don't know how they did it back in the day, because I'd be dogging off. I'm gonna let some German Shepherds and some police spray me with something. I was like, no. I'll be watching y'all from the rooftop like, ooh, oh man, look like they getting towed up out there. Like, dang. Hey, Martin, hey, I'll keep your name alive, man. I'll tell people what you did this day. I ain't going out there getting tore up. Like, hey. See, it did it again. Let me know if you can still hear me. It just did it again. I think it's connected to this internet, man. Like, I got a lot of internet spots I connect to already. Which is weird. Why is it connected to the store internet? That's weird. You still hear me? Okay, making sure. I don't know why it does that, man. It's so weird. I pay all this money for this service. This stuff be acting funny. I think YouTube takes up a lot of my data, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, because I do this almost every day now. I think about it, so your service does kind of drain a little fast. You know what I mean? But anyways, how y'all doing on y'all Saturday, man? Y'all doing all right? Y'all staying out of trouble? Hardly, verily. What y'all got going on? Afraid I'll go get some of these games today, man. I've been not slacking off, but I'm like, I definitely can stay more consistent. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get back Jack, man. I see my old photos, man. I was broke. I'm trying to get back to that, you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. So you know what's funny is playing cards. What you playing? You know what's funny is I thought about look, it says very bad connection. Can y'all still hear me? See, I ain't never seen that happen before. Hold on. That's a new one. I ain't never seen that happen before. It popped at the top of my screen talking about very bad connection. That must be new. New updates or something. What's up, Nicole? Oh, South again? Okay, cool. What's up, Marie? Why y'all all come in at the same time? Look at y'all. Y'all both Chicago natives coming at the same time, boy. One, the old blocky and conspiracy theory that y'all got going against me. What y'all trying to do to me, man? Listen, I told you I'm a paranoid Negro. I got trust issues. So when I see two people of the same tree branch come in, yeah, what y'all been doing? Yeah, don't go to their house. Don't walk under the ladders with them. Some of y'all be making me nervous, man. I bees in these streets. Anyways, I thought about taking my I thought about doing like trained MMA classes, you know what I'm saying? But I never really care too much for MMA, man, because I'm like, I don't feel like MMA, I mean, it's a fight style, but I don't feel like it's mixed martial arts. Like, I want an official, if I'm gonna do martial arts, an official one, you know what I'm saying? Really what I want, man, like I said, I've been doing like Muay Thai, like I did kickboxing, which is pretty much like Muay Thai, you know what I'm saying? But I think Muay Thai is a little bit more solidified, you know what I mean? So, I ran up in a studio the other day, man, they was giving out classes, you know what I'm saying? I just ain't had time to get over there, you know what I'm saying, like, and go do it, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I already got a gym membership, and they want a membership for themselves, man, so that's like freaking, I think they said they want like a $200 membership. I'm just like, I just got a gym membership, then I'm paying all this money for, so I ain't about to do all that, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all better be with me. Don't think I can't come out there and see y'all. Don't think I can't come out there and get busy. Let's keep saying very bad connection. There's something wrong with this thing. Stuff is weird. No bad connection. I got 5 bars. Stuff is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what they wrong. Oh, my bad, y'all. I pushed the sound button. Every time I flip the camera around, it's like a mute button right there. You can click the mic. I'll be clicking the mic on accident. My bad. See, I ain't get my joke about Popeyes and Crunch Fitness. I said, bro, there's a Crunch Fitness right next to a Popeyes gym. I said, imagine going over, boy, you can't even breathe off of them 6 dry biscuits you done ate. Are you even human if you can eat 6 Popeye biscuits? With no beverage? is that even human? They talking about be scared of the YN, I be scared of the mafioso. I'm scared of a nigga that can drink 6 Popeye biscuits with no beverage. I said, that's kind of dangerous. They don't care about life. Hold up. Yeah, I'm about to go work out. Hold on, let me clock in right. Hold on, y'all. Said, just met a Grammy member. Oh, word, that's what's up, okay. You met some good people. Some people with some good connections. Just make sure you meet the right people. Don't go out there selling your soul. I'm trying to tell you, they be having to do some of that. It's not even just to sell your soul part for me. The part is you got to bend over that couch. I'm like, nah, I'm good. No, I'm okay. They got to do these like rituals and stuff. I was like, yeah. I said, it's mighty funny. Why can't the ritual ever be with like a beautiful woman? Why I got to be with some old man? Like if it was a ritual that everybody was like, okay, she's fine. Like, okay. Like why you got to do it with these old geezers, man? Why the ritual got to be gay? Like, why can't it be straight? Start off on the treadmill first. Just to kind of walk and warm myself up. So, they heard me. Let's do this. Actually, I'm gonna go up to the one in front of me. Hold on, y'all. Go up to this one up here. It's bad. You hear me? Gotta warm myself up. Stretch and everything. Hello, there's two people. Am I still live? You hear me? I'm getting copyright for this music too, but it don't matter. It's not official screen, so. I can ask y'all 3 times. I feel like, can y'all hear me? It's the y'all. Can y'all hear me? Oh, yes, can you? Talking with your booger finger like, eee. Come on, man. Disgusting trouts. Nasty, ungrateful, invertebrated jellies. Very nice. Always praying and getting confirmation. Most definitely. Most people, like I said, a lot of people you meet, not everybody make you do that stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's why you see a lot of people that was in the music industry, and they still pretty big, but they not that big because they didn't sell their soul, you know what I'm saying? You can do stuff without selling your soul. I'm telling you, boy, once you sign that contract, you might not have to sign it in blood or whatever, but some of them got to be, I think everybody's different. I remember Nas, y'all know the rapper Nas. Nas was rapping about something where he had to join. I think it was on Nancy, bro. He said he had to sip his blood and his semen. I was like, nigga, easy. I was like, bro, we don't want to know that. Then again, I'm like, why would you even rap it? You just told people what you gotta do. I don't think I want to rig it in now. You gotta slurp jizz. I'm good. I said we all understand the blood ritual, but I said, but why the jizz? What's that for? I'm like, people are disgusting. What's up, Mike? Yeah, Nas rapped that. He said he had to slurp both. I was like, eee. Did people not catch that in his song? See, Daddy used to do a lot of watching behind the industry, man. We used to watch a lot of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And so they would be exposing what they be saying and what they doing, you know what I'm saying? I said, you had to slurp jizz and blood, but your music still sucks. That's why, what you got to do all of this crazy stuff and your music still sucks? Your career still sucks. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I can't tell you one Nas song except what's that song called? This is back in like '94, man. What song was that? I can't remember the name of that song, bro. That's like the only song I know from Nas. I don't know none of that nigga music. That's for the fame. It's all my song. So I said, once they start exposing what you got to do in the industry, I said, no, I don't want my fruit cocktail taken. No. I don't need my cherry bursted. I'm good. I said, I'm okay. I don't want fruit cocktail. No, I'm good. How would you be able to enjoy your career after this? Like, you can't just have a career millions of dollars. You got to, like, do something real gay, do something real funny. That's why they be tormented rapping on stage. So. They be out in their fields and stuff. Like, yeah, once they said that, I just thought fame was just like, you know how they say you sold your soul. You thinking like, okay, you know, your soul's the devil's. But it's like, not only is it that, but now, like, bro, you got jizz on your lips. And then you got the devil take your soul. So you go forever have your soul lost and forever have jizz on you. You're like, eee. That's why I said, now you wonder why they don't speak on certain topics. You can't. How do you combat that? You think I'm gonna take advice from somebody that has to drink they stuff? Like, I'm not gonna listen to you. You're gonna lose every argument ever, man. Every woman is not gonna respect you. Yeah, state of mind. That's what it's called, state of mind. I ain't gonna lie, that sample saw that dun 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 dun. That's why I'm like, bro, why the record industry so gay, man? That's why it's a gay man's paradise. That's why most of the niggas ain't got a problem doing that. They don't got a problem going to prison, so they got no problem signing a record contract. They been taking back shots from they cellmate for forever. They don't care. Like, so of course that's why they ain't up for them to sell they sold. They already done sold it. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's why they kept talking about these one-hit wonders. Like, you be wondering how that's possible. They be like, well, it's just because their career got so popular off that one song, nobody else wants to hear no other song. I'm like, no, it ain't it. Because we know a lot of people that got popular off of one song that's still going to this day for decades. I'm like, no, they just wouldn't bend over their couch. They wouldn't get that fruit cocktail taken. So that's why they was like, nah, you don't want to. That's crazy. I don't know what they got to have over them. They admitting what they do. They literally admit what they do. So you telling people what you got to do. It's like, bro, you better just shut up. What if, okay, God forbid, what if I was in that situation? I'm like, you gonna blackmail me? It's like, bro, y'all tell the industry what you already did. I'm already telling you. Like, what you gonna do? He did a gay ritual. Like, duh, I already told him. Like, see? So what can you blackmail somebody with when they already telling you what they doing? I don't really know. Y'all know most of the dudes in Hollywood be gay, man. Come on, dude. We can tell by the way they dress. The way they just talk and stuff. Like, everybody knows that. That's why everybody knew for the longest. Everybody knew A$AP Rocky was gay. It was like, bro, he just comes off gay. Which again, I don't care. Nobody really cares about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's like nobody care about the fact that you doing that. It's like they just care about the fact that you stupid too. So it's like you gay and stupid. We all know. We all know what happens. I ain't got to admit it. We all know. We all know what happens. That's what Daddy would always preach. He said a lot of these brothers, he said, why you think they go out and get all tatted up? He said Chris Brown them all want to get tatted up and got this man image. He said that's because they got ramrodded. I mean, he preached that service. It was a Wednesday. He said, yeah, it's because they got ramrodded. He said they got ramrodded, so they got to like keep up their image and stuff. I said, it makes sense. He said, I remember Daddy preached it. He said, see, the contract ain't on the first album. He said the first album was a Taste of the Fame. He said the contract is on really the second album. When they figure out what they really got to do, he said they start thinking like, I can't go back to the hood. I can't go back to work at McDonald's. He said that's when they start like, maybe I got to do this for the fame. I said, that's crazy. I don't care how good the fame is after that. I don't like people as it is already. 10,000 people over here, I don't like half y'all niggas. So imagine the whole world liking you. I know what I mean, like the world, like gain your soul, how the whole world love you, but you lose your soul type. I understand it because I don't like people either. So I'm like, bro, having some of y'all niggas over, I don't like half of y'all. So imagine if I got the whole world bothering me, bro. I don't like that stuff. 10,000 people over here is nothing compared to 10 million. That's nothing. You feel me? That's why they want to get on people's case. They was mad at Naomi Campbell because she hit some girl upside the head with one of them brick cell phones. I do the same thing. Like, people just don't leave you alone. Tobey Maguire hates the paparazzi, man. Everybody's tired of people in their face. I don't blame him. But you sold your soul, so obviously, I mean, that's what you get. You remember that mess? You probably know the name of it too. I don't remember the name of it. I just remember being there for it. stuff they be saying be nasty, boy. And they gotta go to these secret parties, man. These all gay orgies and stuff. I'm like, eee. Again, whatever you do in the comfort of your bedroom with your business is whatever. But the fact that y'all come out here and tell us, like, we don't want to know that. We don't need to know that. That's right. I'm a 50-year-old with God's wisdom. That's right. Because I feel like it'd be too late to say it. So anyway, you see a Negro wait till he's like 59 years old. He's like, yeah, thought about starting my late rap career. I got to do it for the fame, like Grandpa. You way past your time. You should have did that back in Eddie Murphy them time. Like, don't come down trying to boost your career, Granddad. Robert Freeman, go sit down and take your Benadryl. Like, he ain't got time to be trying to be rapping and be famous. Myself warmed up. I just need to be tracking my workout. Record outdoor walk or indoor, whatever. So I already walked a mile already. Walked a mile in my shoes. Music industry is it's a crazy place, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But see, back then the music was different, man. Like nowadays, these new Negroes, they something else, man. And I'm not just talking about our American like drill rap. I'm talking about like overseas. They got worse rap than us, dude. Like them UK niggas, they on a different wave, dude. Like I ain't never seen nothing more. Like it's one thing people here can't really admit a lot of the music here is demonic. You go over there, but they literally you cannot not tell, bro. Like, I heard a dude he said he does a crime, he prays to the devil so he don't leave no clues. I say, yo. It's the stuff you tell mama what they be saying. Mama be like, oh, blood of Jesus. Mama say that. She like, oh, blood of Jesus. Buddy said that, bro. They had a clip of Snoop Dogg. He was like, who? He said, who he prayed to? I'm like, bro, it's crazy. He said, I prayed to the devil to leave no clues after I do a hit. I said, oh, snap. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah. Like UK, man, they take disrespect to a whole nother level. I think they learned it from us, but they take disrespect to they came out around the same time as like drill music did around like 2012 and 13. But I think they heard a lot of like Chief Keef disses and stuff, and they took it to they said, you know what? Instead of saying too good, we gonna take it to a whole nother level. They started doing just the most brazen stuff I've ever seen, man. Like. Like Buddy said, I heard a dude say, he said, you say you miss your friend, go to the grave and dig. I said, oh my God. I said, yo, this is evil. Like, bro, they don't care. They got no filter at all, bro. He said, man, it's really pathetic. Dude got killed at the scene. Where were there even paramedics? I said, oh my God, bro, they got some. I mean, they got bars, but it's like, dang. Like, bro, it's evil. Like, why you say it? It's crazy. And then they had a song where they was naming all they dead ops, and every time they mentioned somebody's name, they had a sonic coin sound like that. Bling! I said, bro, that's deadly. That's messed up. I said, they just getting creative with the murder. You don't care no more. One of them said, one of his ops mamas got tired of him rapping about her dead son. He put in the song, he said they had me take down my tracks because his mom kept shedding tears. So somebody tell her I don't care because dude ain't here. And he said he was laughing when he seen the pic of his mama burying her kid. I said, oh my God, bro, that's not funny. Bro, these people are wicked. You know what I'm saying? They're wicked. He said, you think I care that man had his whole life ahead? I said, dang, dude, brutal. I'm talking about, yo, like, at least over here, they kind of have probably a little restraint. They ain't got no restraint over here. They don't care about it. They mention anything. They don't care about nothing. I ain't never heard disrespectful bars like that before, bro. Like, notice how deadly they are when it comes to their own people. You deadly when it comes to your own race, your own ethnicity. It's crazy, ain't it? See, the difference between them and the difference between me, it's like I said, I made drill music, but I made drill music back in 2020. It was social justice drill music. I was making drill music against racist white people. I wasn't making drill music for us. I was making drill music against them. So I use that same energy that we have for each other on them. See, they don't like when we have that same energy for them. They want us to keep that on each other. And I heard a white dude say that. A white dude was saying that because he was behind some of the music industry. I mean, he looked like a basic white dude when he was like in his 50s or 60s, or like probably like 40s or 50s. He looked like your average everyday Joe. But he was talking about how he knows the industry. He was having like a meeting with them one day. He said, y'all remember a line where Rick Ross was rapping one time? He said Rick Ross had mentioned like a date rape or something in his line. He said, everybody lost their mind. He said, so when they had a meeting about it and stuff like that, they said, well, can you mention rape? He said, no. Can you mention stuff like this and crimes against women? He's like, no. And they said, well, can we mention murder? Can we play stuff on the radio that's about murder? And they said, depends, what kind of murder? They said this. He said, are you okay with them talking about killing young black men? They was like, yeah, sure, why not? So he was like, so you can't rap about, which again, you can't rap about none of this stuff. But he was like, but every other topic that we brought up, he said they had an issue with. He said when we start talking about, can you play rap about young black men murder? He said, they was like, yeah, of course, fine, whatever. He said, don't you think it's an issue? You know what I'm saying? See, they don't mind when we do it to each other, right? But when we have that same energy for them, that's when they want to mind them. You know what I'm saying? That's why they didn't care for decades that we was killing each other. But now that we want to kill them now because they want to do stuff to us, now they have an issue. They don't mind when our music is... And I said, if we had music directors to shooting white boys, wouldn't they have an issue with that? But because we shoot each other, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said I took that same energy that we use on us and I use it against them. Some people actually take the same energy that we use with our own people and give it to them. We was already in the height of the BLM and the movement going against them. So I just took that same energy and just put it on the track and start rapping drill against them. I was looking for my track till I still got them somewhere. I don't know where, because again, I don't play them. But I said, I just take the same energy that you would hear Chief Keef use, or Rondo Number 9, or Julio Fulio and them. Like I just took the same energy and used it on the track, going against the system. So I was drill rapping against the system. You feel me? Because I said we trying to stand with our people. I'm not gonna rap against my people. I said I'm gonna rap against them. I'm gonna go against them because those are the real enemies, right? See, they don't want to blast them tracks. They wouldn't want to put them tracks. And then the funniest part. I'm gonna tell you the funniest part. The funniest part, because when you submit your songs and stuff, you got to submit them through like DistroKid, TuneCore. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that put them on Apple Music, Spotify, all the music platforms. Anywhere YouTube, it puts it on everywhere for you, right? And you can pitch your own song. Like when you pitch your song on there, it means it'll put it on a playlist that's kind of like similar to stuff like that. It gets you more views, more ratings, stuff like that. Tell me why I submitted a track. See, listen, I'm gonna show you how messed up this is. Tell me why I submitted a track. Remember, this is social justice drill rap, right? I submitted a track to go on the playlist. They said, we don't condone your track. They said, we can't really advertise your track because it's got explicit or something in there. But I said, but they literally don't say that about young black dudes murdering each other. In the raps. They get their stuff on playlists all the time. But they was literally saying that mine couldn't go on there because it doesn't fit their guidelines. I said, oh, so when this is music against y'all, that's where I said, I said, okay. So you okay when we rap about killing each other. But when we rap about killing y'all, now you have an issue with that. Okay, that makes perfect sense. My track can't be submitted because it makes people feel uncomfortable. But the murder of our people it's entertainment, right? I said, okay. It was funny they said that. I said, okay, Spotify, that sounds funny. System in play? I don't think it's a coincidence, is it? Don't sound like it. You guys still hear me? Oh, okay. So I got an issue. I said, I bet you would have an issue with social justice real music. I bet you would. When we talking about hands up, don't you shoot, we ain't gonna take it, we gonna start giving y'all the same energy, doing it back to y'all. See, no, they won't play them tracks. That ain't gonna be popular on the top 100. That's not gonna be on the Billboard's top 100 tracks. There's a dude that came out with a rap. He came out with a drill rap against everybody in the Epstein list. He said, lock them up, kill them all. Notice how that track didn't get no, that didn't get no traction. They see they don't want to put it on mainstream media. They don't want to play that. Keep throwing Julio and all them in our face. That's all we ever hear, man. These other new names, these other new no-name SoundCloud niggas, like nobody listen to. Put their little stupid tracks out there, they get a million views. See, when you rap about the right thing, you don't get a lot of views. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said that people had an issue with Kendrick doing the Super Bowl performance, whatever. And then they try to say, well, nah, it's because Kendrick's whack. I said, look, I agree. I think Kendrick is whack. I said, but for y'all case, it ain't because he's whack. I said, it's because y'all don't like what he said. That's what it was. You don't like the fact that that's a woke Negro who know what he's talking about. I said, that's why. It wasn't because the halftime show sucked, because it did kind of suck to me. But I said, but y'all just didn't like it because it was going to get y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why some of them didn't like Tupac either. I do agree. I think Tupac is whack. But I said, but he ain't whack like that. Like, he's whack in my taste because he ain't really my style. But I said, but Tupac knew what he talking about. He was a real nigga. So, of course, they don't like real niggas. When it comes to them, see, they was okay with Tupac talking about shooting us. But when he shoot one of them, they cops, like, they don't like it. See, they don't like that stuff. I'm surprised homie even got off with that case. That was crazy. We need more Shakurs. That's what we need. Tupac shot them and went in court and looked at them, stared at them in court. He didn't even care. That's why I said, I'm like, no, I'm starting to think they killed Tupac. They realize this is a brazen nigga getting away with too much. He's waking people up and he's going against the system and he's getting off. I'm like, oh yeah, they gotta do something about him. He's a little too free. Don't y'all think that's fishy? I thought that was funny how Tupac got shot up. That was his second occasion, I think, get shot. He was alive in the hospital for a couple of days, then he died. How? That don't make no sense. Sound like a setup to me. That's crazy. So like I said, I was the pioneer for social justice drill rap. Because I was angry, man, around that time. It was 2020, yo. I told you, I literally just got shot that year. So I was already dealing with some angry mental stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then I was getting tired of all these white people that was doing what they was doing, you know what I'm saying? I was getting tired of my own people. I got tired of everybody. Everybody getting my daggone nerves. Because believe it or not, Negroes fought me first. Before, I know it sounds crazy, Negroes fought me first before anything. So I was tired of everybody. So I pretty much put my frustration on raps. I wasn't even a rapper, dude. I'm not a rapper, dude. I don't rap, but I'm about to end your whole career. Like, that's how I was. I just didn't care. I made beats and I was making raps. That's right around the time I bought all my software. I bought all my new engineering software, my plugins, my effects. And I just started rapping about, like, how I was feeling. I started rapping about, like, the violence that we was facing. And guess what I rapped? I rapped about giving it back to them. That's what I said. About how it ain't no funny when a rabbit got the gun. See, that's what I was rapping about. Because at that time, they was laughing at us. They was laughing at us since 2016 about the murder of Alton Sterling and Philando Castile and Sandra Bland and stuff. Like I said, people was laughing about that stuff. And then Breonna Taylor and the George Floyd thing happened. They was laughing about that. So I said, okay, when it comes to one of y'all, we gonna do the same thing. And then one of they MAGA haters went out there crazy doing something one time to somebody. He was trying to do something to a security officer. The security officer put out a blick and shot him, killed him. And I said, see, that hate that you give, that same energy you give, you got it right back. And so people was laughing at that. And I said, listen, I don't think death is funny, but I said, but when you give it and you get it, you think people are going to feel sorry for you? No, we don't. So they don't like them memes being made about that. They don't like them jokes being thrown about that, see? I just saw today where they trying to give the woman in Florida that shot that Army veteran, they trying to charge her now. I said, oh, no, y'all. I said, yeah, it ain't going to stick. It ain't going to stick, y'all. Even if she gets charged, it ain't going to stick. We should have known Carmelo Anthony ain't getting no 35 years. He ain't getting no 35 years, dude. I knew homie wasn't gonna get that long time. The sentence was outrageous. I said he might get the most, maybe 2 or something. He ain't getting no 35 years. But that was the most bogus thing I ever heard. I said, y'all don't lose your mind over that. He ain't serving all the time. That's why when they said they're gonna do a retrial, I'm like, obviously, we knew they was gonna do that. He's not serving 35 years, dude. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. It's so crazy. Like I said, social justice drill rap, it's not trendy, is it? It don't trend. Anything you do against them or to stand up for your people and stuff, that's not gonna trend. That's why conscious rap. I told y'all, conscious rap is not that big. You know what I'm saying? Look, I mean, everybody know J. Cole. Everybody know Kendrick. What's up, Jose? I'm in the gym. Everybody know Kendrick and J. Cole, and you know what I'm saying? But some of the best rappers really be conscious rappers because they can rap and talk intellectual and understand. They music ain't really gonna get played a lot in clubs and stuff. They not really gonna get them get the placements on the charts because when it comes to turn up for the summer, nobody's trying to hear conscious rap. Nobody want to hear dudes that can talk intellectual and make you think, and you know what I'm saying, rapping about political injustice. That's not cool to turn up in the club. People want to listen to you know what I'm saying, Soak City or something. Or they want to listen to some young boy niggas that make you dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they want to hear. You feel me? I mean, obviously they beats are better, but I'm just like, but when it comes to thinking, like they don't make you think, bro. They really just make people crash out, and that's why we got a bunch of crash outs nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Because they not listening to nothing conscious. Hey, I appreciate that, homie. Welcome to level 1. So I said I was the one I was trying to pioneer a sound in the genre that was going against them, bro. I had all type of raps written up, man. And I was doing different styles. Like I was doing, that's when around that time, that's when I was first learning how to make like UK drill beats, like them Pop Smoke type beats and stuff. And so I had to rap. I was rapping to a beat that had that same sound, man. And I was just saying all the same energy we would say to each other. I was just saying it to them. See, that's not popular. That's not popular opinion. What's up, Mark? It's not popular opinion. You know what I'm saying? See, when you do stuff that stands up for your people, see, I was a real advocate for the black community because I'm doing stuff to stand up for my people. I'm not just talking on social media like they was. I said I was actually making music about it, and I was out there doing something physically about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I want to see the betterment of my people. I'm trying to get people wake up. And then we would go down there, and we would march and do what we had to do, but we wasn't stupid. Like I see back in MLK them day, a lot of them, they came out there in suits and signs and stuff, and that's all they could have. See, nowadays we got Dracos. So you go out there, you got 10 Negroes with 75 round clips out there, people out there with shiesties, out there parading the people, making sure that the people ain't getting harassed and stuff. That's a good sight. Because they're like, no, y'all not gonna George Floyd us. Y'all not gonna Breonna Taylor us. Again, you're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? See, nowadays people got common sense. Like now we understand our rights. It was a big old tall brother, man. Because I knew the laws of Kentucky, but I didn't know him like that. Like it was a big old tall black dude. Buddy came out there with I think a 300 black man. It was a big old like AR-15 style. He had like a 100 round clip, 150 round clip by something. He's walking around with his mask on and everything. And I said, hey, what's up, dog? I said, he got sunglasses and everything. I said, hey, bro. I said, you can do that, right? I said, that's not against the law to walk around with your people. He said, no. He said, no. He said, bro, we in Kentucky, man. It's a stand your ground state. I said, y'all know we can do like the pistol. I said, I didn't know we can really do like the right. He said, nah. He said, bro, anywhere in Kentucky, because it's a stand your ground state, he said, we allowed to bring our firearms anywhere except governmental buildings and stuff. He said, nah, it's your right, man. He said, you're right. I said, man, I didn't even know that. Big old tall black brother out there with a, you know what I'm saying? That was a safe site to say. That's safe for a lot of women out there. They was like, oh man, big old black brother got us, you know what I'm saying? But they got a 100 round clip out here protecting his people. And I said, I always had this stuff. I just never knew you can go outside with it in public like that. You know what I'm saying? So guess what we all start doing? Exercise our right. I saw the dude over there across sitting from him over there. He got a 75 round clip Draco. I said, I got a 75 round clip Draco. I said, I got this stuff. I got the attire. I got everything that I need. And I said, this is us exercising our right. Just like Cal Rittenhouse did, just like all of them did. I said, well, this is us doing it. You feel me? See, we was dangerous people, man. And I said, now we getting even more dangerous because, like I said, people they keep trying to back us up into a corner. See, we not turning our gun on each other no more. We turning our gun on the oppressor, on the people that's trying to do us harm. We're not thinking about murder. We don't got murder on our mind. I said, but when it comes to self-defense, that's a whole nother situation. Do you think we walk around want to kill people? No. But if we have to protect us and our family, we won't hesitate. During the Black March, like I said, I ran into a lot of these Haitians. Dudes was out there with their Black March, but they had their Jamaican pins or they had their Haitian pins, you know what I'm saying? They was proud people. See, they don't want that unity with Jamaicans and Haitians. Oh my God, they don't want that. They don't want that alliance. I'm talking about radical people. Hey, them Negroes ran ICE out. they ain't going nowhere. They ran him out of there. I appreciate that. My beats. I'm gonna get copyright for all this music. That's show you right there. Black life don't matter to them. They have no problem with us drilling each other all day. I said, but the minute that we go against them, go against their talking points. Y'all know that song "Fight the Power"? Y'all remember that song "Fight the Power"? They said the FBI got involved in that song. They was that scared, y'all. They had to go get the feds. Like, that's crazy. They couldn't stand the fact that some black people are writing about fight the power. Why are you so pressed? That's why I said, bro, why are you so pressed? See, that was around the time the NWA and we had Killer 90 gangster rap, and now we write about fight the power, and you scared? Why are you scared now? Because the Tech 9s and the Uzis at the days wasn't gonna be used on us no more, it's gonna be used on y'all? Is that what it was? What a coward, man. See, the Zuzus and Wham Whams is used on us, but see, when we use it on y'all, it's not funny. Why you so pressed? So you want to go investigate other drill rap, but you investigate other rap that goes against y'all. Which should tell you they don't care nothing about y'all. They don't care nothing about black lives. They don't care nothing else. Careful, don't throw your back out. Alright, let's transition to another one. I've been here for 30 minutes. 30 minutes over. That's crazy. Huh. See, now they care. They don't want to be used on each other or them, but they okay if we shoot each other. That's why I said they okay if you scrape up your black boys. And then they be coming talking, and they said, like, nah. They said, see, that's what's wrong with y'all now. Y'all can't clean up your communities. I said, no, the problem is we are cleaning up our communities. That's some of us actually are. And now a lot of YNs are waking up, cleaning up their community. See, now they scared. So my clean your communities, we are. And then they talking about cities like Baltimore is at an all-time low in murder. They are at an all-time rate low in murder. Because now niggas are waking up. You gonna have some that ain't, some that is a little funny. But I said, but everybody ain't for this, bro. Some people gonna wake up one day. They don't want it to be low. That's all type of times that the all-time crime is low. They don't like that stuff. They talking about there's days in Chicago. I think it was like 3 days in Chicago straight. That was like almost a record where they didn't have no violence, no shootings, no deaths, no nothing. It's sad to say, but 3 days straight, there was no gunfire, there was no deaths in Chicago. You think they like that? Of course they don't like that. Because what if that becomes normal? What if that becomes normal? You ain't got no more murders, no more deaths. You gonna put the corner out of business, man. You gonna put the police out of a job. Lawyers ain't gonna have no money, you know what I'm saying? And they stereotype is not gonna be fueled. Old Block gonna be cleaned up. That's why they seeing Old Block now. Old Block is kind of getting a little reformed, even though my brothers are going to being Muslim, which I don't agree. But I said, they were showing a picture from Old Block, I think back in like 2012, 2013. It was all Lil Reese, Chief Keef and them people. And they talking about Old Block now. Now them brothers in there in some Muslim suits and stuff. I'm like, you know, they kind of cleaning up. See, they still scared of that. They don't want that. Even if they Muslim, they still scared. They don't want that to happen. Because then it's going to go against the narrative of looking like hood niggas. They don't want no dudes waking up, reading and writing. They don't want them to do that stuff. These dudes are moving out of Chicago. Some of these drill rappers, the former drill rappers, they moving out of Chicago. They getting families now. They stop doing that stuff. They changing their life because they don't want to have the same narrative no more. You know what I'm saying? I saw a rapper, a former Chicago rapper, King Yella, if y'all know what it is. But you know, some of them dudes, they probably don't be as serious. You know what I'm saying? But some of them do be trying to change, man. And Buddy, I got baptized. And again, they might not be extremely serious out the best. You know what I'm saying? And then you always see Negroes want to clown them for that. Oh, see, they so lame. They had to go Muslim. They had to go baptized. Like, but brother, at least they trying to try something. They have experienced death their whole life, dude. They have seen Negroes dead all their life. They tired of that stuff. They have changed, man. Some of them was rapping to get out of the hood. They not trying to stay there. They brag about old life, but they don't live there. Nobody wants to stay there. Some people are doing everything they can to change, man. I said, I'm so tired of you goofy Negroes, man, want to clown people because they trying to change. They doing better than what you doing. Some of them actually do care about, like, when they get shot, I shot at, they like, hey, I don't want this for myself. I got kids, man. I got family. I ain't trying to do this. People are trying to do whatever it takes to change, man. They'll clown somebody because they go to church. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Daddy would preach it. He said, you know, you ain't had no problem with me when I was out there in the world selling dope. And now that I'm trying to do the right thing and stay alive, you got a problem with it? Crazy. It really be like that sometimes. People just... That's what they don't tell you. I said violent crime. They try to hype it up, but I said a lot of it is at all time. I think it's actually getting to all-time low now. Because I keep seeing that for the first time, for the first time in a long time, they was like cities like Baltimore and Chicago got very low murder rates. See, that's not popular for music. That's not popular for the We Savages statistic. That's not popular. That's why I noticed. I said, listen, they don't have a problem with the Kia boys. They ain't got a problem with Negroes stealing nothing. It's only when Negroes stole their armored tanks. That's when they got a problem. Some YNs in Atlanta stole a government tank. I don't know how. My homie told me that. I said, nah, they didn't, bro. He said, bro, they literally stole. That's back in 2020. They had stole one of the army tanks around the BLM or whatever. They pulled up in the hood with. I said, how do the niggas? See, it's a problem now. I said, whatever. No, because I'm like, it ain't just one person. Whatever team was manning those tanks need to be fired and prosecuted. Because how do you let a bunch of niggas take your stuff? This is equivalent to Don Cheadle on this is equivalent to Don Cheadle on Iron Man when he showed up to Tony Stark's house and took his suit and just ran off. Just took his suit. That's why Samuel L. Jackson, he was like, wait, your little brother came in there and whooped you, took your suit and just left. Like he just took it. You Iron Man, he just took it. Yo, they took these niggas' tank. How do you steal a tank? These are people out here with automatic assault rifles, and they steal a tank. Yo, they pulled up to the hood in Atlanta taking pictures with it. That's why I told you, we are mighty people, y'all. We are mighty people. If a nigga can steal a tank, believe me, your car that you lock is not that secure. It's not that secure. And I say, see, because some of these wines, they got the right idea. Like I said, they not bad people, they just misguided. If they focus a lot of their frustration on what it's supposed to be focused on, that's a very dangerous thing. I just saw another viral video of a community, I don't remember where it was, but they ran the police out the community. All these niggas outside ran the police is up the street walking. It was a whole bunch of them. They was walking, they threw them out the community. That's the stuff they don't want to show you. They want to make you think like, oh, we won't do nothing. Like, no, some people will do stuff. Some people really are like, nah, you gonna get out of here. Everybody ain't going for none, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. See, it's a scary day when Chicago wake up. Them niggas been asleep for 100 years. Chicago has never changed. Since the 1800s till now, it's never changed. But now they starting to wake up. When LA them start waking up and stop killing each other and start realizing like, okay, no, we got a common enemy here. Yo, man's them stole a tank. I'm like, bro, how do you let them steal it? And you brag about the United States military, and you let some Negroes steal your tank. I'm not saying these people ain't tough, but that should show you right there. It's like, I don't think y'all is as tough as y'all try to proclaim yourself out to be. We all know Negroes are sloppy, but you let them steal a tank. Bro, no lie, y'all. Go type it up. They pulled up in the hood with one of the armored tanks, bro. I said, I remember hearing this. I said, whoever did that need to be fired. You need to be fired and removed. Whoever was on that squad need to be fired too. I can't trust you to guard a tank. I don't trust you to defend the country. Yeah. Keep in mind, these are some untrained YNs. Think about when you go over to another country and you think you can beat any country. Other countries got killers. They got stealth operators, dude. You can't even beat a bunch of YNs in Atlanta. How you gonna beat these stealth operating countries? Boy, are you serious? And they talking about they gonna go against the cartel. The cartel's way more advanced and way more trained than a bunch of niggas. And you let them steal your tank. Stupid. That's crazy. And see, now there's an epidemic of black and Mexicans or black and Puerto Ricans, or black and Latinos in general, standing together. See, at first they want us to be at war with each other. Like, we ain't in a war with each other no more. See, the segregation stuff is starting to stop. And everybody's starting to understand they got one common enemy. And then you got a lot of white, because again, I told y'all, a lot of white people are not for that. Even conservatives, a lot of conservative white people are like, hey man, this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? They will fight their people at the drop of a dime too. It's going to be a very bad thing. If they keep going the route that they're going, they're going to realize, like, bro, it's not going to be what you think. Let's see what we can do. Hold on. Gonna let your man steal your tank. I'm like, nah, that's starting to be public, because we need to know who was commanding officer. And what conservatives them should have did was put whoever that was on blast and be like, hey man, like, we want you removed from our military. We want you fired immediately. Because even I was like, look, they on our side, but I was like, daggone, how you let them steal it? Because at first I was like, bro, even I was like, dang, I said, I think the Lions doing too much. I was like, dang, I think the niggas doing a little too much here. I said, we thought we was just going to throw rocks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just go out there with our guns. They stole the tank. I said, oh, my God. Imagine if they hijack a tank and use it against you. Do you know how much training you got to have, bro, driving a tank is not like driving a car. It takes people months to learn stuff, and these niggas stole it in a day. That's why I say I love niggas. I love niggas when they do the right thing. Because it's like, bro, they unstoppable. Bro, it has been clear time and time again. You cannot control Chicago's gangs. You cannot control niggas. I have tried to rid niggas off my channel. It don't work. You can't. Now bro, when a nigga infiltrate stuff, they infiltrate it. You can't stop them. Oh my gosh, man. See, that's what happens when you put the might of 100,000 gangster disciples in Chicago together. That's what happens when y'all unify one time. Why you think these peace rallies don't last that long? They don't want the peace rallies to last. That's not cool when you have a truce. No, we gotta have Blood of Crip. No, we gotta have Blood of Crip fight each other. We gotta have gangster disciples fight vice lords or whoever they be fighting, you feel me? But now vice lords are waking up, and Four Corner Hustlers are waking up, and GDs are waking up. Folk Nation is waking up. Latin Kings is waking up. All the Disciple Nation is waking up. See, everybody waking up now. They starting to realize, hold on now, hold on. Yeah, they not dumb people. Just like I said, they make a lot of dumb decisions. Some people are dumb. You know who's dumb? The old folk. The old folk are the dumb ones. The young ones are like, okay, we understand because they young. You know what I'm saying? Like, they young. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they do kind of get a little radical. I do agree. I mean, I'm kind of like, okay, they go a little too wild, but that's because they don't know nothing. They impressionable minds. They learn what they see. You know, these old Negroes, they are the problem. That's crazy. What words are we gonna do today, y'all? While I'm talking, I need to spit. I got something in my mouth. Hold on. Come over here. That's why I said, see, guns are cool until it's used on you. Now they got black militias. You got black people out there running tactical courses, training. Oh, they don't like that stuff. They don't like it. That's why I remember old little dumb boy Cal Rittenhouse went out there with his assault rifle. He's practicing his American right. And then in Minneapolis, when ICE was up there harassing the people, they caught a little Wyan out there with his shiesty with his assault rifle. Oh yeah, we can show up with ours too. He sat on the back of a trunk. They said, "Oh, the gun's really necessary." Oh, now the guns there when it's used against you. See, our music videos and stuff, when we shooting them against us, that's cool. But now when we showing up to protest, y'all, are those necessary? Yes, because ICE got them and y'all got them. So yes, it is necessary. They saw Wyan with a shiesty with his, because he wasn't going against his people. He was going against them. See, they didn't like that. They don't like that. No, that piece of narrative. No, we don't like that stuff. No. Let's do this right here. don't like when people go against you. It ain't funny. That's why I tell y'all black folk, man, get your assault rifles. Black women, get your guns. That's why I said shout out to that woman that shot that veteran who ran up on her. They trying to charge her now, but shout out to her. She did right, and she gonna get off. I believe she gonna get off. They get off with the law all the time. I said, now they want that typical black woman to have that typical nigga meltdown. And who you think you talking to? And she ain't do none of that. She just said, hey man, back up. Bow. See, they want that. They want the stereotypical, and then when he go upside her head, they want to justify, well, she was going on. She was chimping out. Okay. She ain't chimp out this time. She handled it like a white man would. See, back up, bow. Shot her. Shout out to that black sister. Hey, whatever her cash app is, let me know. I'll donate something. I'll donate something to you, sister. They can donate and fund the murderer that walked in a black church and killed a whole bunch of black people. So I can fund you, baby. Don't worry about it. They fund Chud the Builder, so I can fund you too, baby girl. Don't worry about it. That's what they be mad at, because Negroes be making donation money. That's what they be mad at. Notice how they was chimping out over Carmelo Anthony and their family. They was like, they don't raise a bunch of money for him, and they bought a house with it and stuff. I said, didn't they raise $1 million for a nigga that went in the church and killed black people? Chud the Builder's little racist behind them made like a couple of $100,000 that you said nothing about. And now you can't even use that money to bail out. So I would say we can fund our people. You can fund your people. We can fund our people. Don't worry. We'll fund them. No, don't sell no guns. Don't you dare sell a gun. Don't you sell nothing. Keep your stuff. Hey, I better not ever hear a black woman say that, talking about she gonna get rid of her guns. You better not. This ain't the time to get rid of your stuff. You hear me? Maybe in the 90s, maybe early 2000s, or something. This ain't the time to get rid of your stuff, man. I don't care what the law said. I don't care what nobody said. This ain't the time to be giving your life away. They not telling them white boys to give up their guns. They not telling ICE or the federal agents to give up their guns. Ain't nobody telling them to give up theirs. I'm not giving mine. That's why I do like and respect Texas, because Texas is gonna be the last state to give up anything. We all own the country out here. See, I know Chicago different. It's kind of harder. Baltimore and them places like California, we don't play that here. The rest of the states do give it up. We ain't giving it up. Don't you give up nothing. Keep your stuff. Because imagine if that black woman that dude walked up on, imagine who she would have said that. I'm going to give her my guns and she has an encounter with a veteran. What if he would have put out a gun and killed her? What if he would have assaulted her? I be trying to tell black women, like, bro, especially y'all not strong like no man. You can't fight us, dude. You going to have to shoot Negroes. See, I like black women that think like that. Black women that's just like, nah, I ain't stupid. That's why I told you, I said, as much as these Negroes want to get online talking about she a little ghetto on hood, she need to be good. See, man, she from Chicago, man. She from Southside. She got an attitude. Good. Because I know stuff like this pop off, she gonna kill a fool. Good. I like the fact that she knows she a little ghetto. Good, because she ain't gonna let no white dude walk up on her. She ain't gonna let nobody walk up and disrespect her. And God forbid if I'm on the ground getting jumped, I choked out by two of these dudes, I need her to come up with the pistol and gat them. I need her to do that. Not sit there screaming and recording. She take that piece out and pop them. I need her to be a little hood. Yes, we need a little hood in all our women. Yes, we do. We need to make sure they can protect themselves when we ain't around. I need to know that. You know what's wrong with that, man? Talking about she from old black. Good. That's sexy. That's sexy. I mean, she ain't gonna take junk from nobody. She ain't gonna take disrespect from nobody. She ain't gonna let nobody walk up and disrespect her of any color from nobody. She used to go into the hood store by herself, so I know she can handle her own life by herself if I'm not around. I need to know that she can have her back. Same time, be giving up nothing, man. You got rapists, white boys want to walk on rape everything. I wouldn't. And some of me black men too. Don't. You got some of me black dudes as little niggas too. Like I wouldn't. Giving up nothing, nigga. I own 5. I'm about to own another 5. I'm getting all my stuff. I ain't giving up nothing, boy. I talked to one white boy. This nigga got, dude he's a twig. He talked about guns all day. I said, bro, he was talking about all his guns that he got. They said, people know him. They said, bro, he got enough guns to supply a small army. He got so many. He got ammunition like you ain't never seen. I thought I had stuff too. I talked to him. This dude, he's literal Call of Duty Black Ops. This guy got everything. He was cool people. Don't get me wrong, he was cool people. You know what I'm saying? But I made sure, I said, listen, I'm going to make sure, I'm cool with everybody, but I said, definitely make sure you stay cool on his side. Because I said, if he ever snaps, I want him to remember Steve was cool. Steve was cool. And then they fired homie for some stupid reason. I said, what if he comes back here? I said, hey, what if he come back here, y'all? Y'all know he's crazy. I said, bro, the man gloats about guns all day. I wouldn't fire him. I wouldn't. That's why I said he ain't giving up his. Ain't nobody giving up theirs, so I'm not going to give up mine. No, I'm keeping my stuff. Keeping all my things. There should be more black women gun owners than black men gun owners. I said that. There should be more black women gun owners than black men gun owners. I'm going to stand on that. It's good to see a black man. We got Glocks, but I said a lot of times we use our fists. We very strong. You know what I'm saying? We kind of tactical. Black women, I'm not saying y'all not, but I said, but when it comes to like this type of stuff, like, no, I wouldn't trust y'all to physically deal with a man. Y'all need to go shoot him. Shank him if you can, but I said shoot him. A gun gives you this to give you the high advantage. That's why I say when I tell y'all I be for my black people, this is what I mean. I'm not just like walking around with a stupid fist up and a stupid shirt. I bet not ever see none of you niggas in a black and proud shirt. I bet not ever see y'all in that. You niggas are not black and proud if you got wear that. Black and proud, this is what make you black and proud. I don't got no me today, but I said this is what make you black and proud. When you got that side piece on you, or it's in your purse, because you love your black skin enough that you will kill somebody for it. You will kill somebody if they try to disrespect you. That's what make you black and proud, not a stupid shirt. I bet not ever see none of you niggas post one of these. I do not care about this. If you ain't doing this, I don't care about your fist, dude. You black and proud and can't protect yourself. You ain't black and proud then, nigga. It amazed me how much people was out there at our rallies, out there at our protests. All these silly, dumb black girls was out there hollering everything. They ain't got one gun. They come out there with a sign, want to get in people's face. I said, girl, if you want to split your wig, he'll split your wig right there. You ain't going to do nothing. Until I seen some black girls out there that had theirs on them. I said, oh my God, that's attractive. That is very attractive. I had a baby girl come out there try to holler at me, man, because she see me with mine. Girl came out there with a pink pistol and everything. I said, oh my God, that's attractive. That's attractive. She said, okay, hopefully I see you out here again. She said, hey, you cute, by the way. They was playing the little boosie. I bet you won. I bet you, whoever it was. I bet you won. I bet you won. And she was over there doing a little dance. I think she was cute. I said it was cute because she had a piece on her. That was attractive. Seeing a black woman with an assault rifle, they can be very attractive. That's how I know who cares about BLM, who don't. Who really loves black life and who don't. I'm gonna tell it's like, okay, view it as no different than a dude talking about he loves his woman, but he won't protect her. He loves his woman, but he will put her in dangerous situations and won't protect her when she gets in a dangerous situation. Do you really love your woman? No, you don't. And I don't care how against guns he is. I know people like this. My homeboy told me, he said his homie's wife didn't like guns because I think he was former military or whatever. She didn't like guns. Oh no, I don't like them, blah, blah, blah. She said one day somebody walked up on their car and was being real aggressive and crazy. She said, honey, grab the gun. Like, oh, why you want the gun now? Now you want the gun. I thought you didn't like them. See, she got scared because then she realized, you're going to save me. You're going to help me. I don't care who you are. You want that gun. So when I see a woman that knows her gun stuff, I'm in love. It really is. It really is. Like I said, a white girl I talked to before I moved from Kentucky, she was a country girl, so she knew about guns. She knew all about that. She wasn't sensitive. She said, yeah, I shoot a lot of guns. She said, I know about driving trucks, trailers and stuff, because we used to drive trailers for Daddy. You know what I'm saying? We would do work out there. I drove trailers all the time. She's like, y'all know how to back up a trailer and do all this. I was like, bro, I'm in love. Baby girl, I do everything. I said, bro. She wants to say about guns. She said, bro, the first thing I look for when we go places is, can we shoot the guns? She's like, I like guns. I said, well, let me introduce you to my stack. Like I said, I talked to the other girl, the Puerto Rican that was the cop. She knew about guns. They supposed to have a pistol, an AR-15, and a shotgun. And she said, yeah, she said a guy I talked to before you, she said he was so sensitive. He was all in his feelings. Like, she said, I was FaceTiming him. He was like, oh my gosh, you have guns? Oh my God, like, those are bad. Why you got guns? I was like, well, he's a black dude, right? She said, yeah. I was like, no. I said, no, he didn't. Because black people don't do this. We don't do this. She said he was so sensitive as a black man. I said, no, that can't be true. Until I showed her my stats. I got way more than she got. She got scared. But it's nice to know, like, hey, you got your protection on you. And she said, look, I'm just going to be downright with you. She's like a number like 4'11", but she's like, look, I'm gonna be real. She said, listen, if it comes to shooting you to protect me, she said, I'm just gonna shoot you to protect myself. She said, I don't play that life or death stuff. She's like, look, I gotta make sure I'm protected. She said, I gotta make sure I'm protected because people will try to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I like a woman with that mindset because they not dumb. And then you be trying to tell most of these niggas want to be advocates or activists, and you own one firearm. You cannot be an activist if you don't have no form of protection. When you do this stuff, you are going to make enemies. You're going to piss people off. So when people show up to you pissed off, want to do something about it, how are you going to keep being an activist if they hang a nigga? If they kill you or do something to you, who's going to be the voice of the people if we keep letting ourselves get taken out? Jesus knew when he went out there preaching the word, he was going to upset a lot of people. That's why he told them fools go get the swords. Because you're going to say things that make people upset, so you got to be ready for people if they want to take it there. I don't know how people don't see. You know why they don't see this? Because they stupid. That's why. I forgot who you be talking to half the time. But man, don't sell nothing. I don't even care if the gun hot. Don't sell it. Don't be selling no AR-15s. Don't sell nothing, man. Keep all your stuff. This ain't the time now. White people buying more guns you ain't never seen before. Man, please. That's why I said, do you know who they said the number one gun owners are starting to be now? Black people. They said black people are starting to get more guns than anybody else. Because now we know the laws. Now you see why they want to hear it, but oh no, we don't need the guns no more. We want because we getting them. We training our families how to use them, our kids how to use them. And we ain't getting them for us, we getting them for them. So now they want to say, oh, well, I mean, we just need, if you're not in the military, see now they want to say, well, if you ain't in the military, you don't need an assault rifle. They didn't stop you from saying that years ago. So now that we buying military grade weapons, now you have an issue with that. Remember I told y'all, we was watching Luke Cage, me, Daddy, and a couple of us, we was watching Luke Cage together. And the dude Diamondback was talking about how they got the guns and stuff. And he said that's how gun laws got established in the first place. Black people started getting Daddy. He said, man, it's so true. That's really what happened. That's why I like Luke Cage, because they had a lot of truth in that show. You know what I'm saying? And that's really true. He said once we start getting guns, that's when they want to pass laws. They want to make it hard. Then they want to say, oh, well, now they want to say, well, put the guns down. Like, no. We can talk and have a logical discussion with the guns on us. That's why they want to say in Minneapolis, Lil Wayne showed up with his assault rifle. See, why is that necessary? It's like, why was it necessary when y'all went out there with y'all's? All these Proud Boys do and all these Trump supporters do when they go have their little gay rallies, all they do is go out there with their guns. So I'm like, why don't you say nothing about that? That's patriotic. They're standing on their American rights. So we got them too. Now when the black militia shows up in the town, oh, we doing too much. Yeah, now we doing too much. And then after a couple of weeks, I think after we left, now here come the Trump Negroes. Now they want to come out there with their assault rifles. I'm like, why didn't y'all come out there when we was out there? Because y'all knew what was going to happen. See, it ain't never cool when the guns are being used on you. They don't mind us getting switches. They just don't want the switches being used on them. As much as they talk about, they said if there was a race war, they said well, y'all would lose. I said, bro, do you know the might of Chicago? If you can get these niggas to stop killing each other for 1 minute, do you know how dangerous they would be? You know how many times they drop people? Scratch that. Do you know the danger level of a New Orleans nigga? I don't think there's more deadlier people on the face of this country than New Orleans. There'd be one person in New Orleans, they got like 50 bodies. Like, bro, they are wicked. And you telling me that you think you're going to win against a Negro, please. You have no idea the people that you saying that because you don't see a lot of our activists. Like, we could be the real activists. You talking about kids, they say that because they're looking at the niggas with signs and the niggas out there with a megaphone. Like, no, we ain't got no megaphone. We ain't got that. You're not ready for that war. We don't want a war, but y'all want it so bad. I'm like, you gonna get what you get. That's why I said, like, no, you get what you give, G. Like, you can't come out here wanting to do death to people and think that people's not gonna want to do it to you. I'm gonna get super copyrighted for this music. Now the gun's being used on y'all. Y'all don't like it. Reverse work. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 30. Woo. Feel the burn. Wow, so they like when we fight each other. They ain't care about no Cabrini Green. They ain't care about no Robert Taylor Holmes. They don't care about Old Block. They don't care about 79th and Essex or whatever it is. They don't care about nothing. That's really why they hated Jeff Ford. I told y'all, Jeff Ford, the founder of the Black Peace Stones, that's why they hated him. They didn't hate him just at the fact that he killed his own people. They hated Jeff Ford because Jeff Ford went against them. Yo, man, Jeff Ford was the Pastor Darby of the Black Peace Stones. This nigga was crazy. Very militant. That's why they want to say, no, he was just trying to kill his own people. Like, no, Jeff Ford was trying to kill them. He learned how to play the system, and he scammed them out of $1 million of government money to fund his stuff. That's why they didn't like Jeff Ford. Because when Jeff Ford got out of prison, he was going to do something to them. They didn't like. That's when they want her to take you down. See. When Jeff Ford was killing his people, when he killed a couple of black fools, see, they didn't care about that. But now that Jeff Ford said he was going to get them, now they want to hear him. The FBI got to take him. Now they got to do investigations. Now he's a violent thug and a criminal, trying to hurt American citizens. His people was American citizens. Y'all care nothing about that when he did it to them. But now when he's going to do something to y'all, now that's when they want to step in and charge him with a terroristic threat to American citizens on the behalf of a foreign nation. They say he was the first American to get charged with that. I said, no, he's the first American probably to get charged with it. He ain't the first American that's done it. Crazy. That's why they ain't like Jeff Ford. That's why I tell y'all, go look at history, man. Go look up stuff, man. Most of the stuff how it started, man, was against them. It was not against us. It was against them. Fred Hampton, leader of the Black Panther Party, the reason he got set up was because that was a nigga that they got. You know, they get your own niggas, right? And dude was on probation, I think. He got pulled over, I think, for a parking or a speeding or something violation. He was going to go back to prison, but they used him. They said, we need you to infiltrate this Black Panther Party. Give us the insights. Give us the proceeds that we need so we can take him down. And he played the role. The role of a mole, that's what he did. And that's how they was able to infiltrate Fred Hampton, kill him, because they got one nigga. The Crips was pretty much the Black Panthers at that time. They take the real ones off the street. They exterminate the real ones sometimes, or back then, and then they get a whole bunch of nonsense Negroes. And that's how the movement gets tainted. And I said, okay, it might be gangster going against each other now, but I said at first we was going against y'all. And then when we go at it with each other, they don't want to step in anything. They don't care. You can have 900 murders in California, they wouldn't care. Now when the LA riots come in, that's when they want to care now. Well, I tell you, y'all better know your history and know your rights, man. I don't care what this country said. I don't care what no white person, no black person said. I don't listen to that a nigga on anyways, on no color, so I don't care what you said. Y'all should have saw it, bro. It was, I think it was right after they gave the verdict. This is like 2020 or something. After they gave the verdict with the whole Breonna Taylor situation or whatever. And like I said, we all went out there with our arms because that's our American right. And so I went out there with my Draco. I sure did. And of course, you have to park a little further away because this is downtown. Why do white people get scared? Why they scared for? It's funny. We had a meeting point up in the hood. It was up in the hood across the street that was close to downtown. You know, And so as soon as we get out the car with ours, I got out the car with mine. There was a black woman standing right there in her yard. She said, "Be safe right there, baby." I said, "Don't worry, mom. I sure will." I said, "I got you, mama. Don't worry. I'll be safe." She wasn't scared. She was like, "Hey, baby boy, go handle your business." I said, "Hey, baby mama, I'm handling my business. You ain't gotta worry about it." Why do white people get scared? They got all nervous. Bro, you should have saw it. It was a hotel right there. I walked right past, bro. I'm not even carrying it like this, like an actual gun. I'm just carrying it by like the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like to my side. And I go out there. There's this white woman. There's a hotel right there. So this white woman's walking out with this little French dog. It's like a little French bulldog, like a collie. I sounds like one of the small dogs. And she see me walk past the window. She turned around and walked back in. I just walked past and looked at her and just kept walking. I said, "White woman, no, I'm not looking at you. No, I don't want you." I said, "Why are you so jumpy for? Why are you so jumpy for?" Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that. I said, "Girl, I'm not gonna use this gun on you. I ain't thinking about you. I'm thinking about them." Get all scared and jumped around with her little. I'm like, "Girl, this old 60-something white. Well, girl, I do not want you." She probably was a good 38 on a good day. She probably a good 34 years old and a half on a good day. She just look old. You know how they look old fast sometimes. I'm turning around and walk in. Like walking back in is gonna save you. If I wanted to do something not good and I just did it. I said, "Why you think I'm after you, girl? I don't want you." I said, "You do know you got a hotel there, right? You got a hotel in the black zone. Like it's literally a no-go zone. You don't go over here." I said, "We came out there with ours. The police were standing across the street with theirs. How they assault rifles, we had ours. And we said, if y'all raise it up, we gonna let y'all know what's up." One brother I told you, we had to stop him, man. This dude was radical. I'm like, "Hey, man, dude was radical." I thought I seen some radical niggas. And like, you could tell he's that one, he ain't like white nothing. Like, he was scared of everything. But he got on one knee and pulled the trigger back. I said, "Oh my God." It had a big old I said, "Oh my God." I really think if we didn't stop him, he'd have shot something. I don't think he was doing it for show. He was really trying to kill something. This is one of the YNs that turn their ways from killing their people and want to kill them now. Like, this is one of those. Oh, my God. That's how I know he's on our side, but he's scaring me. He's scaring us. What they don't want, a whole bunch of black militant people out there that stand in their rights, that stand in they American rights. That's why I said know your rights. That's a dude. I think it's a dude in Texas. He's a gun owner, and I think he has his own company or something like that. He sued the United States government and won. That is a rare W for black people. He sued the government and won. When does that ever happen? I've never seen it in the tabloids. Never. Because they tried to get him on some fire. The ATF, I think, came and took all his stuff. He sued the ATF and won. Do you know how lucky you gotta be to sue the United States government and win? You was a lucky nigga. You a lucky white person too, but you a lucky Negro if you can, because you know you ain't gonna win jack. And he stood in his right. He did an interview. He's like, "Look, I know my rights." He's like, "Shoot, I know my rights." That's another dude that did the same thing. He makes ghost guns, you know what I'm saying? And it's not illegal to make them. And the government tried to come take his stuff. He sued the government and won too. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, these are really rare W's for people. I'd never hear you win against the government. They the government, daggone it. Like, you can barely win against McDonald's, man. When you spill your iced coffee, trying to get a new one. Like, imagine trying to win against the U.S. government. That's crazy. See, those are the victories they don't want you to know about. It's like, bro, black people got rare W's here. That should tell you it's possible. I'm pretty sure he thought he was going to lose because at first, they was like, hey, it's looking kind of faulty, but they end up winning. Know your rights, man. I be trying to tell you, I know your rights. You never know. I know the system is against us, but all the system ain't going to always be against us like that, bro. Like, you can have a rare chance. You know what I'm saying? Dude probably didn't think he was going to win. He just gave it a shot and did it, and he won. It's possible. That's why I said they want you to have a mindset that they total dictators and they're going to rule everything. It's like, no, they're not. They can lose too. That's why they say when the feds come and get you, they got about a 90-something conviction percent rate, which means that more than likely if they come and RICO you, you're going to go to jail. They said it's very rare that people do get off, but some people do get off. I be telling you, man, black folk, we got to know our rights. Now it's not the time to get sensitive. It's not the time to be fighting each other. And it most certainly is not the time to give up your firearms. Don't ever do that. That's why I said when this stuff happens, they get these sensitive niggas. This is why we really get on the women's case a lot, because women are more sensitive than us. And they'll sit right there, oh, I couldn't shoot nobody. Oh, no, we just, if we just put the gun down and we talk. I'm like trying to tell women, like, bro, you can't talk about your feelings, nigga. Don't nobody care about your feelings. They don't care because you're a black woman, dude. That don't work. And they think because you sit right there and talk, like, oh, we just got to talk and just, you know, ain't no talking, man. You are dealing with an enemy that want a strange fruit tree from a tree, dude. They do not care about no words. You got to learn how to defend yourself. Don't give up your right. That's why I be trying to tell people, bro. We can all have different points of views, but do not give up your rights. Don't give them up. Because when they take your rights, bro, they take everything. And then you are a slave to the system. They talk these propaganda points just like Hitler did with his people. And then just like Mao Zedong, just like all of these people, these dictators do. And when they get them, they beat you to smithereens. They do whatever they want to do because they can. You ain't going to do nothing. The only thing that's stopping somebody from kicking down your door right now is because of the fear of a firearm in your house. If they know all the firearms are outlawed and they know the majority of American citizens give them up, who you think coming to kick down your door? The criminals. And I ain't just talking about the blood and crip and the street members. I'm talking about the police officers too, because you know some of them be criminals too. And they gonna come and raid you and rape you and take your stuff, and the government can do whatever they want with you. Just because stuff is against the law don't mean people going law bad, man. And niggas in Chicago know murders against the law. What do? Slaughter each other by the dozens. They don't care. They know it's wrong. That's why they do it with shiesties on. They do it at nighttime when ain't nobody gonna do nothing because they know it's wrong. That's not stopping them. Chicago's one of the places you ain't even supposed to really have firearms. Like, and they said getting a firearm up here is like getting a piece of candy. They said it's easier to get in a computer. So just because it's against the law does not change nothing. I noticed the cities with the highest murder rates usually be the places where you ain't even supposed to have them. And don't stop them from having them. They can barely even have guns over in the UK, and they are shanking the crap at each other. They are literally overshooting each other, and they can't even really even have pistols like guns over there like that. That does not stop people just because it's against the law, man. So I be trying to tell people, man, know your rights. Know your self-defense laws. Know your stand your ground laws. Stop being scared again these type of confrontations. I mean, we don't want to get in those, but I said if we do, we know what we're doing. That's what the lawyers are for, man. Get you a good lawyer. You know what I'm saying? That's what they don't understand what the law system is for. Like, that's what the lawyers are for, to argue your case in the court of law. Okay, we know dude killed him, but it's like, that's why everybody know dude is a stone cold murderer, but he gets off on technicalities because that's what the law for. That was a dude in my city, man. This dude, Hot Boy Jones, I think his name was, man. He was a big Crip rapper in my city. This nigga got off on every case, dude. I think he ended up dying from like an overdose or something. Like, this dude, they could take this nigga off the street. He was killing everything. And every time he got locked up, he got, I'll be out. And he kept getting off. He kept getting off. I mean, they have the case sealed and shut. Keep getting off. That's what was wrong with King Von. Like, bro, everybody and mama knew King Von killed dude. Like, they said the feds were so frustrated with him because they kept getting him. They kept booking him on a murder. He kept beating every charge. Dude kept beating everything. They said he kept his mouth shut for 3 years, like you supposed to. Keep your mouth shut. His homeboy took the fall for it. He got out. Because he might have been wicked, but he wasn't stupid. Like I said, people, they not stupid like that. They know what they doing. That's how they get off, because they know technicalities in the law, statute of limitations. There's certain stuff you don't say. Even that's why I say when they say you get accused for a crime, you got an accused. It don't mean you did it. You got to accuse. Accusations are a very big thing, but we have to treat every accusation serious until proven. That's why they say everybody's innocent until proven guilty, right? And even if everybody and their mama know that they did it, they have to have hard, sufficient evidence. And when the witness tampering comes in play, the judge unlawfully rules, or there's not enough substantial evidence or something, even the judge and everybody, the feds can know that he did it, could have saw him do it, but if they don't have the correct evidence in a court of law, they gotta let you go. And that frustrates them because they can't take you off the streets. If that was true, don't you think King Von would have been sitting in the box? He'd have still been living because he would have still been in prison. When you know the law and you know how lawyers work, you get off. They had him and Lil Durk on camera shooting somebody in Atlanta. And they still got off. Like you see what I'm saying? That's what the lawyers are for, dude. That's why I try to tell you. You got to know the law. Hold on. Let's go on the Stairmaster. We trying to tell people, bro, you got to be smart, man. And I said they really don't expect black folks to know the laws and know nothing, man. Again, because again, they want everybody to be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us are not stupid. We know how stuff goes. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be hung from a tree. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be strangled up like a piñata, dude. You feel me? Some of us love our life. We love ourselves, and we love our family's life and our family's stuff too. So we're not gonna sit right there and let people hurt us or hurt them. It sure isn't. That's why I tell people, just because it's a tough system, don't mean it won't work for you. I've seen a lot of cases where people get off, man. They're like, well, they always gonna rule unfairly. You don't know that. Do you know Daddy should have been in prison for the rest of his life? That was so many times Daddy said he should have been in prison, man, locked up for good. He said it once he started talking and knew how to talk, he got off. He said he was facing a judge, I think, with a lot of years. He was about to have a serious charge. And he said he went to the, he told the judge, he said, hold on, he said, well, Judge, I'm in school now. I'm trying to get my life right and stuff. He said the judge gave him a slap on the wrist. And he said the dudes was looking at him like, bro, how'd you do that? He said, bro, you he said, I wasn't in school. He said, I just knew how to talk. He said, dudes was looking at him like, how you do? He said, bro, you just got to talk, man. Because Daddy would appreciate. He said, dude, these stone cold murderers, I see him right there, about to face a whole 100 years. He said, they sitting right there, won't say nothing. He's like, dude, talk for your life, man. Like, say something. He said, they won't say nothing. He said, I started talking when I was in trial. He said, that's how I got off. And see, because he was able to talk, God was able to use him and do what he was doing and keep him a free man. See, you got to learn how to talk, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, like, people got to learn how to game. They got to know how stuff goes. As much as niggas won't talk anyways, it's a perfect example to talk when you're in a court of law. You are trying to get off. That's the whole reason you're in court. You're trying to get off. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is annoying, man. Cause like you be trying to tell people, man, and wake people up. It's like they so stupid sometimes, or they just don't want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? I get it, man. We live in a world where we don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about racism. I don't want to think about having to protect myself every 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I wish there was a lot of times I can walk up the street without my phone, but I don't trust the world. I know the world is crazy, dude. You feel me? Just because I don't like it don't mean that it don't exist. It's okay, I got people. That's why people thought when it comes to racism, they said, well, you just don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It won't matter. It's like, no, just because you don't talk about it don't mean it won't exist. It just means that it's just going to be swept under the rug until it's time to deal with it. You feel me?
It's funny.
But I'm just bad for y'all.
So that's what it's known for? But like when I'm there,
open our eyes, open our gaze, ooh. Open our eyes, open our gaze. I'm getting tired of these niggas, man. That's why I told you I be getting tired of these niggas. I get it. Everybody don't want aggressive one. When it comes to being like, oh, it's something stupid, I like just for no reason. You feel me? But I said, but if it's an aggressive woman, like she grew up kind of tough and she know how the streets work, she ain't as feminine, good. I don't think women should be over the top feminine. I really don't. Because that's a safety violation to me. Like, I don't think you can protect yourself if it's time to protect yourself. You feel me? Like, I've had girls tell me before, they was like, yeah, my ex would say that. He's like, you ain't feminine enough. I like, they want them to be like real wishy-washy because again, they want somebody they can rule and dominate and beat over. You feel me? But When you got a woman that's just like, no, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take the abuse. We should do the leg machine. That feels good to know, man. If my woman got her strap on her, that's nice to know that. You feel me? And they say, yeah, they don't like us because we're not the most feminine. That's like, what they want you to do? Like, what do you expect somebody to do? Right, let's go and look. Going up some more. How you? Oh, is this what this is? Okay, so I was like, what is this? Oh, no. There we go. So what we do is we practically just push off of this. Okay, I see why they had it up close at first. Right. Yeah, I saw, like I said, man, the Puerto Rican girl I knew, she was from Hummer Park. She wasn't soft. They everything but soft. That's why she had told me, she said, look, I almost joined the Latin Kings, you know what I'm saying? Because she was like, I was running the streets. She was like, I was a troubled kid, you feel me? But she was never soft, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I like and I can respect, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, you don't feel a certain type of way when they leave the house and when they go somewhere, because you know they're not stupid. I think she had like a pink or purple pistol, you know what I'm saying? She was like, she carried her away with her. She's like, look, I'm not girly like that. She said, I can't be one. She's like, I ain't like it, you know what I'm saying? They like to protect themselves, and I like women that's like that. This thing heavy, bro. Hold on. Let's go to, what's that one? One more. Let's do that one. That's why they talk about spicy Latinas, like, because like I said, they call it other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, dudes that try to call it something like it's ghetto, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll say like a hood rat or a ghetto black woman, they'll say like a torta, which is like a ghetto, I know they say for Mexicans, I don't know if they say for like Puerto Rican or whatever. But they'll say like, oh, she's ghetto, or she's a like clown or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So like, she's just not soft, she ain't sweet. I said, of course it'll be ghetto when you can't control them. You can't just do what you want to do. It's like, no, that actually is kind of attractive. I like it. So pretty much what I'm doing is, like I said, I'm just kicking back and forth. I need to get some more leggings, man. I got another pair of leggings somewhere. I've been having these for years. I've been wearing these. I need to go to Dick's Sporting Goods and get some more. Pretty much just kicking back and forth. I don't really do these, man, but I feel how good these do feel, man. Like, I kind of miss my leg workouts. I guess it is a seated leg press. Yeah, pretty much. It works. It works your man buns, I guess, but your glutes. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said, I'm just like, man, like, again, don't be mad because you find a woman that's not maybe the softest, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, we love fragile women, but we don't like them to the point where it's like that just over the top. Because then when you get an over the sensitive weirdo, it's like they ugh. I said, I need to know that you can have your back, man, when you leave the house, you know what I'm saying? And that's what every black couple should worry about. It's like, bro, you should worry about when your wife or your girl leave the house, that they're going to make it home. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about, like, bro, what if they can't find her body? Like, where is she at? She ain't texting back, answering the phone. Like, what happened to her? Where she go at? Like, nobody want to worry about that. Is my wife okay? Does she know how to protect herself? If she gets stuck on the side of the road, does she know what to do? If some weird man walks in her space, does she know what to do? Like, you don't want to have to worry about that. I don't care what you say about black love. If you niggas ain't protecting your black spouse and make sure that they got their head on the swivel and got their farms, you don't love your spouse. Ain't no such thing as black love. You can't protect it. You should always think like this, man. So I said, when I'm with my woman, I make sure I'm like, look, I told you my ex is Mexican, and I was like, look, I don't care what she is, you ain't gotta be the same color, but I said, if you gonna make sure you protect yourself. I don't really like guns. I'm like, nigga, you come from Juarez, Mexico, one of the worst places in the world. Juarez is terrible, and you got a nerve to be sensitive right now, my nigga. You don't have the luxury to be sensitive. I said, I don't care if you like it, get over here and watch what I'm doing. And I showed her what I was doing, how to cock it, how to load it. And I made her do it in front of me. Show me what I just did. Because I need to know, in case I go somewhere and I leave us here, you know what to do. I don't care because you don't like guns. Like, well, you know, you're dealing with an enemy that don't care what you like, and they like people like you because you easy target. You gotta stop acting like that, dude. Like, yeah, nigga wanna be a soft target. Like, nah, man, don't be no soft target. You gotta protect yourself. Ain't no time to be sensitive, man. I be trying to tell you ain't no time to be sensitive. Stuff is obnoxious, man. You feel me? You better protect your wife, man. You better protect your black family. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to hear no more black activists, nothing. I told you, I'm really sick and tired of hearing those fools. Everybody that say they are black activists, boy, you are the most wokest, non-dangerous fools I've seen. You know how many times we heard that when we was out there? Some girl talking about she a black activist or something. But she literally couldn't protect herself. Didn't have no firearm, no means of protection. And she just sitting there talking. Well, we got the firearm. She like to feel protected by us. I'm like, well, you need to make sure you can protect yourself too. Because see, when you walk to your car away from us, we got to still go home. We got to go our ways. I'm like, you ain't safe by yourself. Out there with a sign and some sandals on, like you gonna do some damage. My nigga, you ain't gonna do jack to nobody. You'll probably offend some niggas with your big toe. I'm like, that's it. You ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna sit right there stinking up the place. Like, girl, if you don't go get a firearm, and that show me right there, your feet wear that you got on, you not military ready. You not tactically ready. You can't protect yourself. If we all gotta run, you got on freaking slip slops. Like, you can't do nothing. So you prepared to talk crazy, but you ain't ready to stand your ground, literally in some sandals if you got to. That's why I say I don't respect people. I can't take you serious. I can't take you serious, man. See, the black women activists out there, to me, was the ones with the assault rifles, with the pistols. Because they were ready to take it, and they would shoot you. They was ready to take it there. See, you ain't ready to go there. Your little dumb sign you got, boy, is not gonna do jack to nobody. That's why I said, if I see one of y'all niggas with a sign and a fist, like, y'all make me mad. That's why I said, people like that make me mad. Because you ain't gonna do jack nothing, dude. You got these old, wanna be deep woke churchy Negroes that ain't doing nothing for nobody in the community. Got people like, well, see, the man of God, the woman of God didn't say nothing. And then they mention it now, niggas still, oh, no, see, I don't know, man. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Me, Joe, and Mama went out there. Me, Joe, and Mama went out there. Mama went out there taking pictures with people. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, Mama ain't soft. Mama with it. We ain't slow. Negro still in show. How you gonna let your woman of God go out there? You ain't go out there. You niggas, boy, I try to tell you. But keep in mind these same people talking about with the woman of God didn't say nothing, and the pastor didn't say nothing. You gonna let your pastor go out there by themselves? What a fool. And I said, guess what, brothers and sisters, whoever you niggas are, y'all lost your card to talk about black anything. I don't want to hear you say nothing about black nothing. You niggas are clowns, man. So you thought because you under your man and woman of God, we gonna be sweet and just, oh no, we ain't gotta talk about that. And then when they start talking about it, now niggas don't want to talk about it. And so I told the brother, I said, well, bro, what happened? I said, I thought you said that the man and woman of God had to say something, right? Well, I don't know, man, because, I ain't trying to get in trouble. I said, also, but you going to let your man and woman of God go get in trouble by themselves while you safe. What a soldier. That's one of the ones Gideon would have let go. I would have let him go. Like, get out of my field. Get out of my camp. That's crazy. That's why I told you, man. Remember, this is your same ethnicity. These are the same ones that come with those stupid tactics. The ones in everybody's face. No, man, black guys stick with black. No, man. Remember, these are black advocates, y'all. This is why I said these are the black activists. These ain't just random people. These are black activists. They go to your church. That's in your face all the time. See, man, black gotta stick with black. See, you can't date outside your race. You can't date no other race of women. And then when it's time to stand up for your people, the same niggas that saying that, oh, nah, man, because, you know, we gonna get, so you can worry about somebody dating preference, but you won't go out there and get locked up for your people. You won't go out there and take one for the team. I took one for the team. Are you telling me that you better than me? Oh, okay. Now it makes sense. So you like to talk. And that's what showed me you churchy niggas like to talk. That's why y'all getting undone. That's why you stay in church all day, because it's safe, or what you think is safe. That's why they want a Darby match. It's, oh, I'm gonna just jump around a hucklebuck, jumping off the walls like a Negro. But then when it's time to do something for your Negroes, you won't do nothing. And that's why I said all y'all can stay away from me and get off my page. I don't want no more of y'all over here to watch my father, because a lot of y'all not productive. If you knew anything about Daddy, man, Daddy was productive, and you Negroes ain't. Stuff is crazy. And I said, that showed me right there who you can and you can't trust. And there's just some people you just can and can't trust. They have proven time and time again they are not going to do nothing for their people. They are not going to do nothing for society. Just losers. I don't care if I got haters. Like I said, they could be more. They ain't going to do nothing. That's why they call haters. Notice that they ain't called murderers, the avengers, the defenders, the retaliators. They not called that. They just call haters, because haters is going to hate. See, the avenger's job is to avenge. The defender's job is to defend. The retaliator's job is to retaliate. I don't have those. I have haters. Their job is just to hate. If that was true, I'd have had a nigga come out here and retaliate when I talk about they little freaking Hebrew Israelite clan or something. Talking about they tribes. I talk about a nigga I don't like. I would have had one of them come and do something about it. They ain't did nothing in 2 years. You niggas ain't defenders or retaliators, man. You just people that run your mouth. That's why I said that. I don't think they really understand. Like, no, we really with it. I'm really with it. I put myself in harm's way several times. You think I'm scared of a nigga on the internet? Man, please. I lived around you niggas all day. I went to church with you, and then I lived around y'all practically more than half my life. Believe me, it ain't nothing you Negroes think that y'all got. You can't get more brazen than people won't pull out guns at you in front of you, or pull out guns at you in front of the church. I've dealt with you Negroes for a long time. Believe me, this internet stuff ain't nothing. That's why I said, see, people get bold because it's camera, or because they can throw it in the chat. We wasn't hiding behind a chat or camera phone. We was hiding behind our word. That's what we do. You ain't never stood in nobody's face, man, with an AR-15 about to be pointing in your face. You ain't never stood in nobody's face doing nothing, G. See, I have, so I can say that. You got a certain boldness about you where you'll put yourself in harm's and death's way. You don't care. I be trying to tell fools, man, you won't be tough and deep on this internet. Do nothing for your people at all. Have that same energy for white people. They got a whole chat where they talking about white and proud, talking about niggas and racist stuff. Y'all ain't going over and messing with them. But you in my comment section, in Darby's comment section, like a nigga. Looking for the best word on the internet like a loser. I bet you would be. Hold on. Yeah. Can't deny it. Speaking of food, that sounds delicious. What am I gonna eat, bro? I'm hungry. Dealing with Negroes make you hungry. Makes you famished, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just be so stupid. That's why I told you, I said, bro, as a black person, man, you ain't safe on no sides, man. You gotta deal with your people. You gotta deal with an enemy that hates you. So we're dealing with white people, dealing with the U.S. government, dealing with the powers that be, dealing with niggas in our own community, like dealing with these old weird churchy Negroes who ain't gonna do nothing. I'm like, we just tired of people, like, we don't have no peace. I mean, dang, as much as Negroes need to get the word now and go against white people, they going against us. They watching our doctrine, our YouTubes and our live streams and our teachings and preachings, and they want to refute us. It's like, bro, go get the powers that be. You got a whole bunch of niggas in the Epstein files. Y'all have not called out one time. But you in under Darby's message trying to talk about some Yeshua, Yahweh, some like, nigga, what? You want to be technical when it comes to us. You want to talk about a misrepresentation of God, and you got a party who think they are for the party of the Lord, and they are touching children. But you talking about us. Hey, just know when I get my hands on y'all niggas, I'm going to do y'all just like I do white people. I'm going to do y'all the same way. I don't like y'all niggas either. Y'all are the white stuff. I got no problem choking the life out you like I would them. I have no problem with it. I don't like y'all even more, man. It's just something about a stupid nigga. I can't like them no more than anybody. They are so stupid. I just don't have the wherewithal to come down to Mississippi where you are, Alabama. I ain't going to your little wax state, you know what I'm saying? I said, but if you was here, that'd be a whole nother story. And I told you, as bad as some of these people is, some of them I needed for them, bro. Because it's like some people just won't learn. They won't change. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they do. I'm just tired of talking, man. Like, I'm tired of running my mouth with these niggas. Like, they running their mouth. Like, it's just, that's so stupid. Definitely a workout right there. I need you to, I need you, I need you to, I need you. That's why I said, like, when we have these marches and we have these movements, we need gangsters. That's what we need. What's up, peace? We don't need no more soft, sensitive Negroes. We don't need y'all. We need gangsters. Like, that gone, man. Like, we just trying to find people, man, who will stand on something, who will do the right thing. Like, dang.
You might actually like as well.
You know who we need? Haitians. I'll take a page out of their book. I love Haitians. Because Haitians ain't stupid. Haitians ain't soft. You can't afford to be soft in Haiti. And then they come over to Miami or West Palm Beach. You can't be softer either. This is why I said we need people like that, bro. This is why I take a page out of their book, because they are not sweet. Get your local wannabe African Americans. Most of these niggas want to be called the African American and Negro Association. And it's like when it's time to do something, you get a bunch of Reverend Al Sharpton niggas. They ain't gonna do nothing. You niggas are clowns, dude. Our society ain't gonna never change, man, because you types. Let's see where I can put y'all there. It's right there. This is 110. Let's go up to. Let's see, right. Let's do. So why can't you switch two? I don't understand why that does it. Let's do this. Start off light. This will be obnoxious, man. Yeah, niggas gonna be deep and technical. That's why I said, like, bro, that's why I said, now you see why I love the foreigner, because the foreigner understands the real struggle. They didn't get their independence by sitting there talking and starting little Negro leagues and sitting there talking on the internet and calling white people racist and fascists. They got their identity by taking sticks and machetes and beating the crap out of these Negroes. Could you imagine if Haiti was a state where they tried to reason with the white man? They wouldn't have no independence. They would be a laughing stock like we're a laughing stock, trying to reason with our murderers, with our oppressors. Well, if we just record them a couple more times and just, if we just, let them know and leave us alone, and if we just show them the realness about black society, maybe they'll understand. Like, we sitting here trying to reason with, like, no, I'm not reasoning with you. Well, remember when we protest, y'all, to be peaceful. MLK, if you don't shut up, like these MLK niggas, keep a smile on your face and demonstrate out of love. Nigga, if you don't shut up, let's make you an example. Let's make you an example. As much as I don't like them, I would tie you up and drop you off at their doorstep. Like, here, beat him up, please. Let's see if his love saves him. See, he won't talk. Why we can't get nowhere, man? You got one of these little woke, won't be deep Negroes who, again, being woke doesn't mean just sitting there talking. Being woke means you actually doing something about it. And he won't do nothing. Let's go holler at white people a couple more times. They didn't do right. What are you gonna do? Nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. You sit hollering trying to change people with your words, bro. Words do not change people. Oh, we got a dumb generation, y'all. That's why they mad when people know the law. They mad people know stuff. That's why. What's the first thing they want to do when something happened to one of our black boys? They want to pull up his pictures. He's on there flexing with guns. He's flexing with guns. They try to do it with the whole Carmelo Anthony situation. He's on there flexing with a BB gun. Bro, they was fired up at a AK-47 BB gun. It had an orange tip and everything. The Metcalf brothers are posted with real firearms. I saw, look at these thugs. Look at these thugs with their assault rifles flexing on the ground. Look at these niggas. Oh, you don't like that, do you? You don't like that. See, that don't fit your narrative. You more offended by a BB gun than an actual gun. My nigga. That should tell you bias. It's getting heavy. My door. Take it anymore. Everyone's gonna talk now. I said, you know, that's the problem, man. We got too many Uncle Toms talking. Like, I'm tired of you niggas, dude. I'm so tired of y'all. Like, they trying to tell people how to protest. They trying to tell people how to view a situation. I know it's a pretty horrible thing. I know they found one of us hanging from a tree and burnt to a crisp and can't identify the body, but still don't be upset about it, y'all. Just go out there and demonstrate out of love. Like, nigga, you shut up when we do you next. Shut up. I mean, my gosh, bro, we just can't win. Like, a nigga can't win with nothing, bro. We can't win. Don't matter. Because they're not even sending white people anymore. They just send one to use. What's up? How you doing? That's all they do is send one to use, man. That stuff is obnoxious. Still, I tell one of these black women I work with, man, she followed me on my social media at that time. See, she was sensitive about everything till women get involved. See, that's when they want to draw the line. Something happened to black women, that's when they want to draw the line about where you should stand. But when it came to us, well, y'all just remember to stay people. That nigga, shut up. You think you bigger and better than the program. I can't respect people like you. I'm tired of people like that, bro. They are so obnoxious. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, because this is the way some of them really think. This is what it feels like. To the side, let y'all see the arm. Look at the bicep, brother. The bicep and tricep is pretty big. Drop my phone. Whew. Oh, without you now, this is what it feels like. That's what liberals won't talk. That's why I tell y'all, man, right now as a black woman, black people, it should not be the time for you to be sensitive. Don't do this stuff, man. You got to stand firm in what you believe. You got to stand firm on your 10 toes, man, because you're dealing with an enemy, man, and once you're gone, you don't have time for this, dude. You don't get the luxury that a lot of other people get to. Just because you don't want to believe it, I want to think that it exists, it does. Listen, y'all, I didn't want to think racism exists. I didn't. I was young, too. I was like, nah, man, we just all cool. Like, no, we not. No, we not. Like, no, we cool. They not. You might not want to see it that way. Don't matter. Just like you might not want to believe in the devil. It don't matter. He's still real. It don't matter. People don't want to believe in heaven or hell. Don't matter. It still exists. Whether you want to believe it or not, it still exists. I'm going to get mega copyright for all this music. It's not my fault. The phone want to work right now. Like I said, my sound was muffled for months. Now the phone want to work right now. Like, right when I'm around his music. So. Gotta hang one arm. Y'all see that? Hold on. One arm. Air walking. Yeah, the sound got fixed. So, you said they burned a cross in your yard? Ow! Ran into that. I'm trying to tell you, bro. There's a reason I say this because I'm like, bro, I'm trying. Again, this channel is mainly, we got all ethnicities, but I said, but this channel is mainly us. And I'm trying to get black people to understand. Like, this is what Daddy was doing. He's trying to get he loved everybody, but he loved his people too. He was trying to get his people to wake up and realize stuff. And you got niggas that want to sit right there and want to be technical. No, see, you know, I don't want to think about that. And no, see, all that matters is getting your seed harvest and breakthrough. And it's like, well, dude, yeah, it does matter. But I said, but it's also a reality you got to live in, dude. He's trying to get people to understand what reality was too. Niggas don't want to think. They want to be wowed and told. I said, but they don't really want to think. You feel me? And it's like, it's just, I'm trying to enlighten people on here to think as well. Because this is stuff I got to think about too. I love San Antonio, but I always told myself, I don't have to stay here. I'm a free freaking agent. I can go wherever in the world I want to go today. If I decide to be like, you know what, I don't like it here, I want to go to Miami, I can pack it up, move to Miami if I want to. I want to move overseas. I can do that. I can get all my papers ready, everything I need ready, and go do it. I plan on staying in San Antonio very long term. I said, but if I decide that it gets too hot here, literally, if it's already 200 degrees, I'm like, but if it gets too hot to where it's like, you know, it's hard for American black people to live here, or if it gets like crazy, or if I just decide that I just don't like it no more, I can always pack it up and leave. I plan to be on the road traveling anyway, so I'm just like, bro, I can always go where I want and do what I want to do. I don't fall in love with a place too much to where I'm gonna let that stop me from getting up and going somewhere else. I can always go anywhere else. I'm very stable, but I can always pack it up and go somewhere else if I want to. And that's nice knowing that you have that type of freedom. Then I'm just like, you know what? I don't have to deal with y'all. Y'all want to keep y'all racism here, this country get hot. I can go somewhere where they don't treat me like that. A nigga trying to go overseas anyways. Ain't like I'm trying to stay here. Overseas people way better than y'all. I'm trying to go over there with them. I enjoy the foreigner more than I enjoy you niggas. So believe me when I tell you, I would rather be over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of my best times, man, is with foreigners, man. They ain't worry about y'all. That's the thing, man. People be wanting to tell people like, oh, well, you know, we need people to tell people to wake up. Niggas, you already wake up. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you wake up. I'm gonna tell you to do what you gotta do. You feel me? That's what everybody say when they say wake up. They just be like, well, no, just go watch more content and go make videos on white people. You're like, no, we ain't making videos. I'm not making videos about how racist they are and how messed up this is. I'm gonna tell you this now. I'm gonna do something about it. See, some of us want to get on the internet and talk all day, and some of us are willing to die for our people. Some of us willing to kill for ourselves, man. I ain't sitting here talking no more. That's why I say, like, no, that's the problem. We talk. And for 40 years, you niggas with this civil rights stuff sit right there marching and talking and not doing jack. Communities is just as jacked up. What white people doing on us is jacked up, and niggas want to talk some more. And then when you got people like Pastor Darby that want to do something right for his people, his own niggas get on here and talk some more. And then his son get on here, niggas is all over my comments talking. You niggas are some cotton-picking clowns, man. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all never wake up. You won't do what it takes. See, we will do what it takes. You won't. That's why I say I don't like y'all niggas. I don't like people like that. Stuff just be atrocious, man. It's really atrocious. I'm tired of this. Everybody want to talk about how woke you gotta be. It's like, well, again, There's a difference between saying it and the difference between doing it. And this is why I tell fools, I said, bro, I'm not saying it, I'm doing it. I mean that. Ain't no talking. I noticed that, bro. Everybody want to talk. Like, nah, see, you know, they want to get on that. And then you got these old Kendrick Lamar niggas. They want to be deep online. I want to put it in conscious rap. Nigga, won't come on conscious rap. We don't need rap right now, nigga. As much steppers and hitters that we got in the black community against other niggas, that's what we need right now when it comes to these people. When it comes to people trying to do us like this. That's what we need. I don't care about your rap. Tired of this crap, man. Dang. I'm gonna wrap it up today, y'all. I did quite enough. Let's check our results. Take a couple of pictures. What is this, day 5? I think it's day 5 I done do this. Is it day 6? It might be day 6, I don't know. That's why I said everybody want to be daggone woke, because it's like they don't, again, they want to be woke when it comes talking. I'm not woke when it comes talking. I'm like, no, I'm going to do something about this. Yeah, I say it look pretty good. Could be better, but it's getting there. Definitely. Arms definitely need to be a little bulkier. So, oh, let me take a picture with Snapchat, y'all. Yeah. I think next time I'll work on like probably like these areas. I got to find some workouts kind of work that, like the upper rib cage type, like whatever you call them. I don't know what the term is. Let's see how we look. Okay. Not looking bad. No, next time, you know what we're gonna do? Next time we're gonna do abs. I gotta get these back defined, bro. Like, they still there, but not nearly as what they used to be, bro. Like, they still there, but not nearly as what they used to be. I gotta get them back defined. I don't like the way they look. Hold on. Stuff is obnoxious, man. That's why I said we need real people, man, that's gonna do something real about it. Again, no more talking. That's why I said I'm starting to think, like, bro, am I gonna have to lead the marches and the militias? Because I'm starting to think Negroes won't do this. Like, because I feel like even myself, like, sometimes we wait for people to call or march to arms. It's like, maybe we just need to start thinking about doing this ourselves. That's the problem. We always wait on everybody, man. It's like, I don't want to wait on nobody no more. I'm tired of it. See, I'm set up right here. See how this looks first. It's pretty good lighting. I'm gonna take a picture with this. Hold on. All right. Okay. Let's get it. So yeah, man. I don't know. Just trying to wake people up. You trying to wake up your own daggone self. Some stuff is just like, bro, you just get tired of talking, bro. Like, I don't want to talk about this stuff no more. It's the problem, man. We talk too much. Like, let's do something. That's why I tell y'all, man, don't let nobody disrespect y'all, ever. You know what I mean? Look, Jones calling me now. Jones always calling me, dude, when I'm on live stream. Every time, man. What's up, Bernard? Feeling good. I got some time. A little bit of time before I go eat, so. No, like I said, they put a Popeyes right there. Right there by the gym. Yeah, they put a restaurant and a Popeyes right there by the gym. That's crazy. Oh. Well, I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about right now. I'm tired of talking about everything. Get your arms as black people, man. Stop being soft. And for all you sensitive, weird Negroes, ugh. You know what I really want to do? I want to take people from every city, man. St. Louis, Memphis, Louisville, Miami, New York City, Chicago, Baltimore, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, all these type places, man. Because we need to start having these safety organizations, man, for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the nowadays modern, we are the new Black Panther Party. Like, bro, we have to start doing this stuff again. We have to start protecting the innocent, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got nonviolent people, bro. We have proved that time and time again we nonviolent. But I'm just like, again, man, it's not about violence. It's not what we do this. We do this for the safety and protection of our people. I'm really tired of hearing everybody keep talking about they black activists, but I said, but they will not take care of their people. They will not kill for their people. They will not die for their people. You know what I'm saying? They won't do anything for their people except hurt their own people. I'm tired of this, bro. If you're going to be for the black community, man, like I said, you got to be 100. I think we should worry a little bit less about who's dating who and more about, like, what are we going to do if we need to survive, man? You know what I'm saying? You ain't any less black, man, because you marry somebody of a different ethnicity, man. You ain't any less black because you don't live in the hood. You are still black. At the end of the day, it don't matter. Your skin tone, nobody can. Again, I'm all for taking people's, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we be like, well, we don't consider that person black because they are coon. But I said, but at the end of the day, they still black. Their skin's still black. You feel me? God made you that color. You going to be that color till the day you die. You ain't changing it. Even if you change your skin tone, you could Sammy Sosa yourself and light your skin up. You still going to be black underneath. Don't matter. You're not escaping whatever color you is. So stop acting like it. There's got to be a lot of unity with us, man. I'm so big on that. You know what I'm saying? All of us ain't thugs out here killing each other, man. Some of us actually want to do a righteous cause, man. You know what I mean? Some people just don't care. I'm like, and that's fine. Because, again, everybody they ain't meant to care. That's fine, man. Like, I ain't sweating it. If you don't see things the way we see it, whatever. Like, at this point, man, like I said, I'm not here to argue or even to pass judgment, man. I'm like, bro, whatever. If that's how you feel, if you think, all right, whatever, man. I ain't got time for it. Some of us want better. We're going to do what it takes to get better. So, I'm sorry if that ain't you, but whatever. At some point, we got to want the best for ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We got to start protecting each other. We have black men and black women that tore each other down for decades. We can't do that no more, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, this is how you know, unlike one of these Negroes on the corner, a Hebrew Israelite, or one of these wannabe deep black activists, notice how Steve didn't have to say one time that I'm a black activist. Notice I didn't have to say one time I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I didn't have to tell you nothing. I know I'm Hebrew by nature, so I ain't got to tell you that. Like, I know that. I know I'm a black activist without having to tell you that because I actually do something for my people. I don't got to gloat about that. I've been a black activist for years, man. How many times we lived in the black community? We got to clean it up. We got to take care of it, defend it. You know you a black activist when you do that. I said, bro, I have to know this stuff because I had to do this. You feel me? Negroes want to get a sign and walk out there, and that's why they only a black activist when it's relevant. These old relevant relish Negroes want to be relevant now and want to, see, this white stuff going on. Now they want to be black. I'm like, no. Black activists are 24/7 black activists. They not only like doing that when it's time to have a sign, dude. I think you dumb for even coming out there with a sign, bro. I told you I don't like people like that. I do not like people like that. These are the people that walk around with these old unapologetically black type shirts. Which again, there's nothing wrong with that. Because I know sometimes we do it to piss off white people. Because it is funny. But they doing it because they trying to set a statement for themselves. It's like, bro, who are you trying to prove that to? If you know you are unapologetic, if that word, a word that I can't say because I'm black, I don't know how to pronounce it. If you are unapologetically blah 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 blah. If you are a squeaker swagger, whatever, you don't have to tell everybody that you is. Stop feeling inferior when it comes to a black woman that look better than you. Stop feeling inferior when it comes to some white girl. Stop doing that. I don't have to wear merchandise to show you that I'm with something, dude. I don't have to do that. That's why I said I will never buy another BLM shirt. That's the dumbest purchase I probably ever made. I don't need to buy one of those because I know I am. When you represent the cause, you don't need the merchandise to represent the cause all the time. I don't got to be woke because I'm wearing the African sign, dude. I don't have to. Niggas want to wear the African pendants and the little African cross or whatever to make themselves look deep. It's like, bro, you just as dumb as the day is long. You ain't no better than nobody. And then if you ask half these dumb conscious Negroes, okay, we're in Africa. What part of Africa are you representing? They don't even know. They just think they represent the whole continent. They're like, no, you don't even know the country in Africa. Why you worried? Get on white people nerves. I'm like, you don't even know what you're wearing. You can't even represent what you're wearing. As I said, stop this fake woke stuff. You're going to be woke, be 100% woke. One of these old dumb black shirts, man. I don't need to wear one of those. Be the Black Lives Matter, nigga. I mean, my gosh, man. People just... That's the same thing when the word says, like, people be in there with their trinkets and their fabrics and, you know, showing their good deeds and they wearing special cloths or clothing and stuff to show that they about it. Just do the word. You ain't got to talk about it all day. Just do it. My gosh, man. We need less black talkers and more black doers. That's why they be out there chanting these slogans, which again, I agree with. But like I said, you can only chant slogans for so long. We understand the no justice, the no peace, defund the police. We get it. Okay, yeah. You can't go out there on day 64 and still hollering that. What do we want justice? When do we want it now? It's okay, we say that on maybe the first day or two. We stop saying that after 20 days of this, dude, and we start doing something about it. This talking stuff, man, like, I just, it's really hard for me to stand because it's like, bro, this talking stuff just really, I can't really respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard for me to respect a lot of it because, like I said, man, people just, I think they think with their words, they really going to shape something. Like, you are not going to change them, bro. You are not going to change them with this talking. Like, I be trying to tell them. And I love how the comments, they want to be like, yeah, it's about time somebody called them out. Like, and? Yeah, I've been hoping somebody called them out. And to do what? More entertainment? That's why I say you niggas are clowns, man. Y'all are not serious. Crazy.
She hasn't.
They getting defended real easily, y'all. That's why I said Negroes chimping out. They chimping out. They don't know nothing about respect. That's why I said that's all they know is talking. Because that's all they've ever been trained. Just keep talking. No, master, please don't hit me no more, master. Please don't. If you hit me more time, it's gonna hurt now. Please don't. I'm begging you. Like, that's all they want to do is keep talking. You walking out screaming, defund the police and hollering with a sign, ain't doing jack, nothing. You know what that's making them do? Okay, I'm gonna slap this fool, and guess what you gonna do? Nothing. Defund the police anymore. It's like you gonna add times 2 on it. That's why they say, well, nah, we don't be got violence. No, because they know violence is all stuff. That's what they know. It's all stuff. That's why they don't want to use on them. They want to be violent to us the whole time. Now they don't want to use on them. And this is where you try to get some of these black fools to realize that, no, y'all, because we're no better than them. What they say? We're no better than them. Nigga, shut up. Nigga, shut up. I would have just as much fun beating up one of you niggas like I would beat one of them up. I don't like y'all just as much as I don't like y'all. Y'all niggas are white to me. Y'all are the white supremacists to me. Hey, I can't say I won't throw hands on the next black person that come to me and say that. I just, because it's something about, like, I expect white people to do what they're doing. I don't expect a coonery Negro to do this. I would think that they would be smarter, right? And they still sit right there, nah, because you ain't no better than them. Nigga, nigga, shut up. They said they're winning with violence. We have to win with love. Okay, whatever you say, dude. So when I take you for an anonymous ride and then I drop you off in Killer Clan, Indiana, and tell them, hey, y'all, she got something to tell y'all, drive off, you can tell them that same thing. Let's see if your message works. That ought to offend you as a black woman. Find a black woman hanging in Miami and a nigga sitting here telling you, well, we can't react that way because we ain't gonna be no better than them. What a nigga. What a nigga. Hey, I want them out of our race. I want them out of our ethnicity. Some people should never open their mouth. Like, you just should never talk. Crazy. That's how you know some of the jobs ain't gonna get done, y'all. Some of the stuff ain't gonna get done. Too much talking. Anyways, what y'all want to talk about? Because I'm about to get off here in a little bit anyway, so hold on. Like I said, it ain't funny when the rapper got the gun. So, when you making lyrics against them, they don't like that stuff. Like I said, I did drill rap against them. They didn't like that. Sometimes I do. Not often. Like I said, I don't have to watch Daddy videos. I was there, so. I recommend his videos to people that need to watch it, but like I said, I don't have to watch my father. I remember the good times with my father. I remember, I don't listen to his word. I listen to the stuff he gave me, his personal talks. Those are way deeper than what he's telling y'all. So again, I admire that. You know what I'm saying? So I will always have those. People won't have those because they didn't have it with him. I had it. You know what I'm saying? Did this channel, everybody's, oh, you know what you should do would be a great idea. They're like, yeah, react to your father's message. That's a terrible idea. Why in the world would I do that? That is the dumbest idea you could have ever said. I would never, ever do that. Don't ever react to the word of God. Just watch it. Like, my gosh, people just like theatrics, dude. It's so weird to me. Because they want theatrics. They say, oh, no, it's like a father reacting to the son. Like, I don't need to react, dude. I was there. I don't need to react. That's dumb. I'm not doing it for, I don't do this for your entertainment. I don't do this for your amusement. So people don't even care about the word at all. They just want to see father like son, like Bronny James, like LeBron James. That's what they want. People are losers or something. Like, oh, something wrong with people. Joe called me. He said, yeah, you think it'd be a good idea? I said, if you want to, I'm not doing it. I said, Joe, I do not care, man. I'm not doing that. You're going to get copyright struck like a mug. I'm trying to tell you, don't do it. You're going to get copyright struck. That's why I said I don't have an issue with people watch my father. My issue with people that watch my father was they wasn't being productive and doing nothing. And they want to come and spew the same word to me that my father was preaching. I'm just like, well, you should be spewing that to your aunties now who's lost. You shouldn't be telling me that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want people over here talking about him over here. Like we don't really do that. Not all the time. Like we will sometimes, but you can't go live a life full of hell and turmoil, turning around about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and then want to come preach to me. Nigga, I ain't listening to you. Again, it's good to listen to them, but like I said, I really think that people should. Dang, step right in there. No. I really think people should be reading their own word, bro. You wouldn't have to listen to somebody out there if you read your own word. Because Darby's not going to speak on the behalf of you on Judgment Day. When you stand before God, he's not going to do that. You have to make sure that you speak for yourself too. So I think people still got to read their own word, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the extreme fanboy stuff, man, it's just not reverence or admiration or respect or love. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like just the weirdness. Like there are some people that's just weird. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that love Michael Jackson, and you got some people that was freaking weirdos, that was crazy fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always gonna have some bad people and some stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening? Philanthro activists. I guess you can say that, huh? I don't even consider myself an activist. I'm not an activist, bro. I'm just me. See, people say that and give themselves titles because they want to sound deep. The same way they want to say, like, they try to make like they special. Like, well, I watch your dad. Well, good for you. Like, so. People in my comments, well, I've been watching your dad for holidays. What's on your TV? Nothing that got nothing to do with you and you niggas. Like, I don't want to see y'all. You got to watch my daddy because you couldn't watch your own daddy. So, obviously, you watching mine. Obviously, duh. You look for anybody as a father figure because your own daddy didn't like you. So, duh, you watching mine. That's the difference between watch somebody daddy and actually being there with their daddy. Dummy. And they ain't knocking nobody, they ain't had their father. But Negroes come over acting like they doing you a favor. They say, you need to watch more of your dad. He's on my TV. I say, he's on your TV because you stupid. You don't know nothing. There are those that listen to the word, they love the word. I said, you got the word on because you just dumb. You listen to anything. That's why you watching my channel, trying to see what I'm going to say today. Oh, goofball idiot. I'm like, duh. You can't come over and argue with me. You watch my father. You already lost. You already lost. Trying to come and scold me. You don't, boy, listen, you already lost. Yeah, they try to tell me stuff, bro. Niggas are retarded. They think that my daddy is their daddy. They really think my father is their father. That's really how they be, bro. They thought they was hurt when my father died. Like, they was more hurt than us. Nigga, please. You crying because you ain't gonna get no more fresh revelation. You crying because your pastor, he wasn't even your pastor, but what they consider their pastor gone. But we crying because my father gone. People really be weird. That's why I said you'll never say it in person. About 10 years that he been gone, I ain't had one person say nothing to me in my face in person. They know they won't do it. You know you won't. That's why I said let them shuck and jive on the internet, be in my comment section, it won't be deep. I'm gonna make a video or talk. I said, yeah, when you stand in my face, I want you to say that same thing. And I'm gonna treat you like the white supremacist. I'm gonna beat you like you stole something. I wonder if you did. That's why I said people know. They see me, they just ain't gonna say nothing to me in person. I'm not no big stalky dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no tough gangbang. I don't do that stuff. But I said, but I am very confrontational. You got something to say, come say it. See, they see that. See the embarrassment in their face, they ain't gonna say it. What you said? Nah, I was just no, man. I see, man, you taking it out of proportion. Like, nah, I know what I heard. Yeah. I say focus on a lot of positivity, but I said don't let it get it twisted. There are some niggas that's just like, bro, you can get your issue. Just because we positive don't mean we sweet. We definitely ain't sweet. I would say any and everything, but for real, you know what I'm saying? So let me see. I'm looking for some hats, man. Let me see. Let's see. Are those the only hats y'all got?
The only what?
The hats? Y'all got more in stock?
No, just those.
Just those? Okay. How much y'all selling for?
How much is the hats, Ron?
$12.99.
$12.99? Okay. Oh shoot, let me see. Let me get that red Mexico. Let me get that one.
For Mexico?
Yeah. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. No, the red one.
This one?
Yeah, let me get that one. Let's see it. Oh, no, y'all. 1 second. Hold on. Thanks. Focus on rise, focus on gaze. Focus on rise, focus on gaze. Anyways, you be trying to inform and tell people like, look, you better get yourself right. You better get your act together. Like playing with you food, man. It's good that people watch my father, but I said, bro, he's more than just watching. Darby was about applying the word. If you ain't gonna apply the word, then shut up. Darby fixed this community. I don't know what's wrong with you. You half slinger slasher Negroes. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Darby fixed community with his money. You can fix it for free. Just picking up the trash. Negroes can't even do that. You show up to church on time. You can't even do that, dummy. As wise and as deep as Daddy was, he had a hard time getting Negroes to show up to church on time. Imagine that. Y'all love Revelation. Y'all probably will show up on time. Negroes won't. They sure wouldn't. Live right up the street, still late to church. That's why I said, I'm like, nope, I don't want to hear nobody that watch my father. I said, I want to hear what you're doing while you watch my father. Like, what are you doing? Like I said, a brother that's here in San Antonio, he's involved in the prison ministry, and he watched my father. Shout out to that brother. See, I like to hear how people are being influential. I don't want to hear you just sitting on a couch potato watching my father. Like, no, what you doing? Kind of nigga talking about, I know your father. No, you don't. You don't know us, nigga. You know your own. I got a question. Did my daddy know you? Did he know you? No, he don't. That's all the stuff y'all wouldn't say in real life, man. Y'all just, y'all know better than them white boys. I'm trying to tell y'all, but some niggas don't be better than white boys. Y'all do the same crap, same stuff. Just a sad, atrocious. Open our eyes, open our gaze. Well, what's up with it, y'all? I'm about to get off this thing, so now's y'all time to talk, 'cause y'all gonna talk, so. I remember that's where I took my, this is where I took my, I think my third video, my fourth video. That's the one I did about getting shot. I was walking over here. I used to live over there in that area right there, like past that street where I kind of was. And I remember I was walking and talking, man. I was doing that video for like 30 minutes. I had to make a part 2 because it was so long. You know what I'm saying? Those was kind of fun, good times. You know what I'm saying? I kind of miss being productive, man. This channel suck now, but as this channel closes out, it comes to an end. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll always remember the first good times of it, you know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be respected that way, you know what I'm saying? All right, 2 minutes. Give y'all 2 minutes, boy. Y'all not gonna sit. I'm about to end this now. I want to get some Taco Bell, so I don't want to talk to y'all food no more. Taco Bell calls. Bye, people. I love y'all. Y'all